What's up?
Don't fear tomorrow's headache. Get new Tylenol Daytime with caffeine, our proven combo that boosts pain relief when you need it most. Get daytime pain relief fast.
Into this second half. Remember, it's really a measure of how much damage you're able to get out of each credit that you spend. And again, between 50 and 70 is really, really good. Sufat definitely getting bang for his buck with that quick two-piece to clutch the round out at 10 health.
Ooh, we got the caster. We got Wyatt and that other guy that cast SEN. The new blood on the block. They just started this year. See what they got cooking.
3 seed from China, who honestly, in a world where EDG doesn't have a generational crash out in their sort of domestic playoffs, and not even here, are absolutely handling Sentinels here on Split, holding them to only 4 defense side rounds, 2 timeouts already blown by SEN, frustration already bubbling to the surface for this North American squad.
Coming into this game, you're acknowledging the peaks and dips that Wolves had. The fact that they 2-0 Billy to qualify, but then lose 0-3 to Billy in the lower final. This team, when they're hitting, though, like they are today, individually are so sick. I mean, Juicy, Sufat, Spring are putting on a show. The 1v1s, the raw duels are just going the way of Wolves right now.
Opting in for the Yoru over Raze. I think that's a nice counter. The Yoru is a nice counter to the Cypher.
This is going to draw Sufat over towards that side of the map.
They are playing a more aggressive team comp with the Viper and the Omen.
Waiting on that play off of this fault line. Dark cover is going to get thrown.
I'm not ready for this fucking game, dude. I have none of my apps open.
Stacked up with Sufat. Prowler Replayer is going to get some information onto Bang. SEN just slowly taking their time, posturing up. It's looking like an oncoming B split.
That smoke indicates potential ropes control, but SEN do not have the players on that A side of the map. Definitely going to see them pivot here. And they're trying to cut off Rafters with that smoke to maybe take Heaven control. He's a paranoid that collects cleanly on a Spring.
Bang.
From within the smoke deals with Zelsis. And there's a way for Second to really get past that, but Sufat
I mean, doing this
to hold on the site. He's dug out
panic.
easily. Second has that Rafters control, and low as he is, Sentinels have been able to clear Wolves. Player advantage now. Spike to go down.
Let's see what Spring can do. Working his way into Heaven slowly. Has to wait for this dark cover to fade.
Peers down ropes. Doesn't see anything. YU decides this is the time to activate. From the defender side, Spawn, Spring wins the duel. That's Beacon. YU do it as well. They can. It's down under 8. Has a flash to work with. Lets it go. It's a matter of playing time. Something that SEN couldn't do in that first half when it needed to happen. And now it's
oh my god.
See them clash. And it's a right click for Narrates. Gives SEN the staging ground on this attack side they were sorely needing.
Desperately for SEN to get back into this game. Get things started right in this second half after not being able to get anything started in the first. And it looked like even here, they were about to once again succumb to the aim of these Wolves players. Spring isolated 1v1 taken against Bang. Gets the adjustment.
Juicy didn't realize there were 2 players in that Heaven smoke. Zekin slipped the net and was able to pick Sufat off on the site. Anti-eco now for Sentinels. Phantom for John.
And this is just full 5 classic save here for the Wolves team, so SEN shouldn't be succumbing to too much damage here, ideally.
Trying to get those orbs into Zekin's hands, though. Get those dimensional drifts rolling early.
Yeah, that is the name of the game when you're running Yoru. That has been one of, if not the most relevant meta ults this entire year. Round defining.
My camera is
Laborious, but the cam is cleared. Sentinels crossing to take that Heaven control, but as we speak, Wolves are coming up from ropes. Spraying through the smoke, Zekin, much to his chagrin, takes some damage. And he's able to get at least far enough away from the snake bite, and even a paint shell is committed by Wolves. That's a lot of util drawn out.
Good little
So I think here's the mistake from Wolves. They brought the Cypher, the Viper, and the Omen.
Is this an overpush?
Free? No, almost, but superior weapon comes out on top.
I don't think the Viper mollies are enough util to slow anybody down.
Juicy from the smoke. They emerge in second. We'll dispatch them. Just why you now?
Ooh.
Outboxing Zekin. But all things considered, pretty clean anti-eco for Sen gets the 6.
Not so bad, not so bad.
One orb away from the dimensional drift, so they can play to that as a win con now on this bonus. Give Wolves a taste of their own medicine for how they were able to open the game, how they were able to get up in such a significant lead early. A bonus round win here should effectively tie things up, would be worth 2.
Nice pivot there from Sen.
Do they have the guns for it though? Like, yeah, they do actually.
Face Wolves as they try and push out.
Oh shit.
You see in that moment what we're going to be seeing a lot of on this attack side, which is just an infinite amount of flashes to pop out of these smokes as a team from Sen.
Bonus hit for Sen, see Zekin with a stinger in hand. It's very lightly held. Wolves have a player in ropes, one just entering that part of the map. Sufat looks to re-clear.
It's like the rhythm he is shooting in.
It's actually swinging out. Does have to back away. Does have to give that space up. Sen are getting very active right now in heaven. A lot of control. Wolves pivoting multiple players back.
Oy.
Spring. Crucial 1v1.
First blood goes down.
Interestingly, Wolves playing around this smoke, not looking to get entrenched.
Interesting.
Want to play forward. Spring pops his head up and it's whack-a-mole for John.
Now this guy's in a really bad spot all of a sudden.
The double swing. The Stinger gets some value though, and Narrate's able to hold it down from ramp. This just leaves Sufat in screens, and why you, with these rifles, this 4-buy for Wolves, have to untangle this round, but Sen are giving them nothing, Wyatt.
Unfortunately, this
They know you're here.
displaying what
Nice
has
try.
been a major issue for Wolves defensively on this map. They'll get in positions to flood, but there will be too many isolated duels. Things will get a
Nice
little
try, nice
disconnected.
try.
You had 2 players on site in that smoke, but they didn't pop out at the same time that Spring was swinging open in heaven. He just goes down on his own in this moment to John. There are 2 players to his right, but there's no one to swing out to help because it's just not coordinated on that timing. And this is going to get Sen an opportunity to tie the game 8-8. This is really my worry for Wolves coming into this map.
There's no initial anchoring presence on that site for Wolves either. They had to awkwardly filter in as Heaven's being taken. Spring passive hold in mid. Nice is awkward now. No one to swing off that line, and we are caught in the aftershock. Narrate guarantees that easy kill. 3 players with Sheriffs is all that Wolves have to their name.
This is great for Sen to have this level of momentum coming into the second half. Their economy is absolutely rolling. Unlikely that Wolves will be able to get any damage out. So, I don't know, maybe 1 kill if Sufat can get a nice little jiggle peek here, but this is going to put Sen ahead by a significant margin and apply so much pressure to each of these buy rounds that Wolves are going to have in subsequent rounds.
Well, death and taxes. Sufat's able to find his 1. But it doesn't really change the fact that Sen are crawling over this A site like a kicked anthill. And there are only 2 Sheriffs for Wolves to try and extract them. Sufat doubles back here. Prowler down ramp. There's no one there. Sen are just entrenched on this A site, ready to fight for it.
Just have the Wolves players ready to play for exits, see if they can take one of these guns away.
I still got a rifle. Pick up Zel's fallen weapon, presumably.
One of the 20 flashes they have to take a peek. There's number 19.
Oh, I love that foul line. Just as Sen crossing, making sure no one can peer in. Lysor never had an opportunity to take a fight, but he will be allowed to walk away with this rifle. However, Sen City have evened up this game, folks. On a run after winning the pistol in the second half. And Wolves starting to whimper a little in that round.
And Sen have more than a real opportunity to extend this run to 5 rounds straight. Given the ultimates that they have when we get out of this timeout that's being called by Wolves. And a pivotal round in the game. This is 3 round coming up where Sen can outright win. They have a Rolling Thunder and a Dimensional Drift. Wolves have nothing to lose in the ult department outside of a null theft, and obviously that is a fun side of that when we're talking about the ult economy.
What are we wearing, bro?
Let's get this shit. The Bishop of
That's Sen's mom. Or Zekin's mom, bro. What? Zekin's mom's getting freaky in the crowd. What's going on?
Floods right now. They're going to have to be able to absorb this Sentinel's utility when it's coming into the site. Not drop players anchoring. There's too much. There's too much initiator util. There are too many flashes to play around. The ults are going to be too much to play around. They're going to need to find a way to absorb all of that, not go down, and then tighten up those timings when they're going to try to flood back in after the fact.
Really volatile attack side from Wolves, but it was enough to catch Sen off guard on multiple occasions. On this side of the map, though, with Sentinels being able to dictate the pace, Wolves have looked a little bit disjointed, a little less comfortable. Now, though, they're going to buy coming back in. 4 rounds in a row given over to Sentinels, and an even game for us as we head into round number 17.
Sentinels have the spike over towards that B side, certainly implying that they want to go for a split. This is what they did earlier. They have Zekin and Zelsis, that duo, working mid, while the rest of the team take B main.
Who's next?
Dimensional drift.
In
Zek's
fact,
been eating those orbs.
Hey there.
all of this info and then can get away to B main if he needs to. This is why you genuinely want to fight this. He needs to get out of here right now.
Lay down.
Back in to fight Zekin.
Be a good
This
boy.
is mental.
Bone thrown out. Wayu is going to be in trouble. Just set up
Hey,
on the side.
come here.
No escape.
Boo.
Tries to help him out, bail him out. He gives himself up as well. This is the rifle round for Wolves. And they're at such a massive disadvantage already.
My ult's ready.
It's just disjointed. They're not operating as a full team in that moment. Wayu makes too reckless of a decision trying to get back in there. He's going to get over and does. Now, at best, if he goes 1 for 1, and then Spring feels like he needs to come in to help. No one else is on the rotate over just yet. They were trying to pivot over mostly from that A side, not close to assist. Pretty devastating. At least for Wolves.
Dude,
save,
nothing more demoralizing than a 3-man save.
Not a blowout, not going to have to eco, not allow Sen to get to 10.
Bear, lay down, buddy.
But they are
Hi, boo-boo.
in the danger zone.
My
They're still
boo-boo.
staring down the barrel of that
There you, my
thunder from
boo-boo.
the raid, and now John has the Seekers.
Come on.
Just a streamline of ultimates from Sen to get advantages in all of these important gun rounds.
And for Sen, that's such a cost-effective
Bear.
round. They just commit the dimensional drift. They realize that Wayu is still on that B site. They set a follow-on up for Zekin to fight him. Wayu decides he wants to double back. And now that animated-looking Wolf squad really just buoyed forward by that momentum from some of their individual plays have gone quiet, have gone off the boil. What can they manufacture here? Still a buy for them in fairness. 2 half armors, but reasonable arsenal, all things considered.
Sen posted up right now for that ramp take. As you can see, Nere ready with the fault line. But it's just spammed through.
Juicy here, the only player occupying heaven right now. That TP sound cue for him just makes him uncomfortable, forces him down. Spring will be there on the top of road.
Yeah, able to dodge it, and Lysor catches out Bang to even things up. Juicy is a wild player.
And that is just spray through the walls from both teams. Live by the sword, Bang, die by the sword as well.
Sen are going for the noise cut right now. And you still just have, it's this duo, Zelsis and Zekin, who are working the map together on so many of these rounds, trying to contact up, take this space.
There's no way Spring's ready for this.
is just...
Oh, wait, the timing? He's turned! Zekin brings him up! Wayu, the sole player over the B side of the map, and this is going to get a bit hairy for him. Does he choose to try and fight, to commit to this engagement? Got a trap wire on the side. Cam also set up. He's going to play close under rafters, but he is overrun by the double swing.
30 seconds left.
Juicy ascending with bleed, fighting through tier 2 to make it back onto this team when it wasn't a spot for him in Pacific.
I just want to make sure my music's working. Sorry, guys.
Had to wait years to get this opportunity. Has a rifle right now. Can he be the hero?
Surely not enough.
Oy, boo-boo.
Desperate.
But already the time has just dropped so low for them.
They're giving it up.
Damage doesn't even matter. Look at the state of Sen's economy. Multiple players on 8K.
Yeah, they're pretty much maxed for the rest of the game. It should be a fucking 13-8. I don't see Wolves getting another round. I don't know why I haven't
one save, though, they can definitely
Oh, we did
distribute
see a timeout actually
around
2 rounds ago.
to keep themselves well armed.
10-8. This is gonna be a quick 2-0. There's no way Sentinels is losing on Lotus.
And yeah, consider now.
I'm just curious to see if they bring the ISO. I want to see an ISO. If they don't bring an ISO, oh well. That's crazy. What a replay. What a replay. Yeah, they got momentum. They got hella momentum.
Almost had the turn. 1 second had already gone to the close road. Wolves calling their second timeout now of the game.
They saved 2 of their timeouts though. I'm happy about that. Some coaches are inclined to take 1 timeout a half.
Definitely feel like we're starting to get to
They saved both of their
the most
timeouts.
important round of the game here in round number 19.
I mean, they were up 8-4, I guess.
Wolves will have been able to buy up
Hi, sweetness.
close to a Nightfall, close to a Viper's Pit. Honestly, a lot of those big ultimates are just around
My
the
boo
they want to be
boo.
able to make use of them.
Is that you,
When
just
we're
a
in
boo
good
boo?
position economically, and this round
Aw,
would be one
my
of those
dog's in here.
opportunities.
He's a little worked
Possibly
up.
narrators just
Big
run away with
baby.
the game on an
I'm not letting you
individual
out.
He's sitting on that breach ultimate. Those hard sight hits already. Wolves have struggled with the pace that Sen have come at them with on this attack side. That's going to make it even harder.
Nereid's clutch back on the pistol round, that is, gotten them in this position. That's what kicked it off. Wolves yet to do anything highly proactive early in these rounds. Not really taking the fight to Sen too aggro. It's a little too much anchoring attempt against this comp from Sen that is too overwhelming on the execs. Feels like they gotta play for something aggro early, take some space, find some picks, or tighten up those floods, play for that as a win con, especially if they're able to get this Nightfall somewhere for Sufat.
Full armor for Wolves. A very respectable buy, all things considered. Maybe a little util light, but that is fine.
They have actually opted to just give up this B site. They have a kill trip set up that
See, another thing that doesn't translate over the ranked from like pro play, because I find
What is that? Unhinged from Spring.
desperate from Spring to try and get something done.
is that Viper pick on
He's
split.
own. We talked about this. Out of the open
I
top,
feel
Viper
like
as a Viper.
people opt to bring the Sage over the Viper
Lysol trying to get busy now. No Zekin is in the corner, but the shot
in
is
ranked.
With the pride of New Jersey will have his power to flash. Juicy dropping
No
down.
fucking way.
He's still active, of course. Juicy trying to disrupt.
one more kill and he'd actually get the showstopper.
And that will be perfect against this Viper's Pit.
What are we
Can he
doing?
find it safely?
What are we doing,
They're on a
Lowe's? Why are we just spraying? They're obviously not there.
Losing this round will banish them to the economic doldrums, and John waits patiently for his prey. Juicy serves it up. Sufat has to walk away now.
That's a round for VOD review right there. They're just spraying into the smoke.
It is absolutely
They don't know what to do. They don't know what to do.
Sufat will
If
do
I'm the
it.
Fade, I'm saving my utility.
An homage to his
Not my eye,
own
but my Prowlers. Or I'm buying 2 Prowlers no matter if I'm on a save or not.
rounds in the lead, and we're out of our seats once more.
It looked like Wolves had the right approach there. They were just playing off of a kill trip. They give up the site, allow the stack on A. So if Sen do hit A,
You know what I mean, man?
they're ready to go. And then when necessary, we'll move over, pivot into a flood, or just go for a full retake. Either one would have been highly recommended over that disjointed effort. So unfortunate. This is it for Wolves. Full investment, 4 ultimates on the board.
They do got 4. This is they have to win 1 more. They have to win 1 more with those ults.
Why are you very passive on this side of the map? So last round, Wolves, in theory, gave up that B side until Spring decided to ungive it up. We all know how that went. Prowler into B main, they're clearing it.
Oh, he fucked the flash. He fucked the flash. He fucked the flash.
Quite a few players here. Is that Snakebite quick enough? Bang gets ahead of much of this util now. And there's a Nightfall.
Nightfall comes out.
This Prowler
They know he's male.
shutting him out. Spring's steadfast right now.
That no one's mid.
Able to get started on this defensive side. Wants to go for the peak. Can he actually catch the timing
What?
right now?
No one in heaven to be affected by
That's
that.
the spike
Great
down.
push from Spring.
Down.
Bang.
Well played. Well played. Well played. Well played. Oh, what a goat. Oh my god.
Where does this one go?
Ah.
No connection. Second gate crash into the back of the site. The spike though is loose out in the middle of B.
Spring right now trying to get
30
back in.
seconds
That
left.
distraction from the showstopper was enough for Sufat to get them that man advantage. 25 seconds right now. The spike is down in the site. Sentinels have to fully commit. This is the best opportunity Wolves have had.
Dangerous double swing. Yep, that's going to be double held. That angle the second goes
Enemy
into.
remaining.
Narrate tried to set him up with a fault line, and now it's down to Zelsus in the dying seconds of the round, but he's hit with the paranoia.
10 seconds left.
Nearsighted, player in heaven. One on boxes and Sufat towards his left. It is a ridiculous stacked deck against him. And so Wolves finally dig their heels in.
All right, 13-9.
They waited a long
13-9,
time for this
13-9,
round. The
13-9,
first of the half.
13-9, 13-9. GG.
They can breathe a bit of a sigh of relief, but they were finally able to get on the board here. Finally able to make some adjustments. Spring biding his time in vents. Sen not expecting him to pop out so late. Catches that first kill, and then they do flood back into the site. They are playing together. Juicy gets that great showstopper. He didn't actually get a kill, but he was a hell of a distraction for the Anchors to be able to pick up those players that were on site to find the advantage. Wolves are back in the game, but Sen still have too much cash.
Sees here, Bang. Has the TP away from it. It was a fault line that directly connected with Juicy, but his team's util bailed him out.
Again, I like this from Wolves out of that previous timeout. It was called by Coach Fade. They're stacking up towards A, allowing B just to be played for passive kill trips. If Sen do go towards this site, they're going to be running into so many players.
Scout destroyed.
Trailblazer goes up ramps here. Sen still haven't taken much control of the A side, but up mid they're starting to poke and prod.
Second did teleport away to meet up with the rest of the pack. The entire Sen team are about to be in mid right now. Spring could be in some danger here. He's tucked in a corner. He can't get out to the left side. Now could with the dark cover placed.
But let them cross mid. Mostly undetected. See, Wolves now starting to forge ahead for a bit of information. That re-clear of B as main was too early.
Yeah, that was some false info. Wait, I mean, they do still have.
Nah, they're gonna burst out here.
From this site.
The cam's there as well. Why you likely able to
Technically, this is a mistake by Sentinels. I think they're gonna get outplayed. Yeah. I don't think this is good news.
We have a TP by Bang to the back of the site. He clears a trap wire though, so has to get
But mechanically,
and it's getting messy in the back. The spray is there. Bang's able to bring Juicy down. Now 3 up for Wolves still. With the
if they threw that round. That's a bad IGL round by John Cutie.
Great read on
That's
the
a
situation.
really, really bad IGL round by John Cutie. He got outplayed by the other IGL on Wolves.
Into that site with multiple players.
Okay, let's see what's going on. We might have a game here. I wouldn't be surprised with the Sentinels timeout here, though, after that round.
Deal with Zekin. If he just runs forward, he's caught because that is your standard gate crash location from the Ori. Get in deep while the rest of the team come out main, but they couldn't. They were cut off by that pit. Perfect timing from Spring. The pass to
What are you doing, bro?
Called on this defensive half after being just going cold for that early Sen run.
Now this is getting interesting. One round in the game, both teams with full buys.
Nice little playbook play.
Actually being depleted at this point. At one point, having 3 players with 8+ K.
Spring here sees the clone come in.
Oh, we're panicking.
Bang's gonna try and walk away. He gets TP out.
Oh.
Great little combo again.
The reaction from Bang was so fast there. All right, pressure on.
Can we talk about Omen being able to TP out of the Fade Suppress?
Fault line doesn't quite
Oi,
hit.
oi, oh! No, the game. The game on his hands. The game on his hands, choking like Francis.
Now they've evened up the odds. Why you tentative about playing from rafters? The spike though still off the A side. Zelsus though is in there.
That neural theft getting some serious value for a Wolves game slowing down right now. Sentinels want to see if they can peek out. It's all on YU 1 versus 2 as Sentinels are going to get a match point. We saw Bang win a clutch in this exact same situation in that first half. Can YU do the same?
He's going natty. None of that side for Util is here on A.
30 seconds
Nothing but that
left.
raw gun skill. Instead of trying to draw him out, tapping the spike. Still 23 seconds left of the round. And YU has been ever so patient. John sticks it for real though.
Dunk.
Now Zelsus and John grouped up here. Looks like Zelsus should be watching this line, and YU swings it. One round of
That guy
the
screens through that round. That guy screens through that round.
And the vibes are looking pretty good.
Looking like Francis out there for real.
Watching each other's backs, trying to bait out that swing. love the way they play that. It was looking so good for Wolves when they had that double face coming from screens. Juicy comes out.
Timeout?
Given.
No timeouts left.
But it's that additional swing where John finds that kill to make it a 2 versus 2 that puts him in a winnable position.
Oh,
IGL, they're stacked
that's my
up.
goat. That's my goat.
Necessary. Wolves are in the right place at the right time again, but Sen come out on top. Match point, opportunity to steal away Wolves' pick.
And a dimensional drift to start the round for second, but Spring's already found something. Zel's is straight down mid.
I think that was just spam down mid.
This time he gets in the back of the site. There's no trip here to stop second though, so Sen have this big control. Prowler thrown out once again. Bang has to TP away.
I don't think the info's there that he TP'd though.
They've got to be concerned about this heaven control. Wolves have 3 players up there, and the Seekers are going to confirm this largely.
Oh, never mind. It is. They heard him. The fade.
Mid is actually tripped right now. That one-way trip is still.
This is over.
Breakable rather is still up there, so he's going to have to deal with that.
Okay, Juicy flies in the jumps. Second's having to trade it out. Gate crash now to a safer position. Bang is still on the side. Second runs into light.
John is coming on the flank, but second is going off.
Just John now.
They know he should be here. He had to break.
It's not planted for him. It's not planted for him.
Seek flat on the other side of the dark cover.
No, he could have stuck. He could have stuck. He could have stuck. Oh, yeah, he has to reload. Good job. Well played. Well played.
Sealfat saves the map for Wolves. Gets it to half. And knows that John can only give him a tickle of the avian variety. Just throws
I
a
get it.
flash in, and that's all he can muster.
He's
Hey,
been the
Mike Giddy.
IGL team leader and clutch merchant for Wolves. Both halves winning critical rounds. Juicy just goes 1 for 1, but what a distraction for the rest of the team to get back in. And the fact that mid was stripped, John just couldn't actually accelerate to help these guys. Second almost came up with that multi-kill.
And now it's awkward for Sen. It's 2 stingers to their name.
And now that we've just gotten into this retake, better flood territory, Wolves
Are we going to overtime?
wrangling this game back. Multiple stingers for Sen.
But a couple Guardians for Wolves. Neither team are comfortable economically.
Wolves are a couple orbs away here from critical ultimates. Nightfall, Showstopper. Only requiring 1 each.
Do they dare push up for that? There's no way. Why are you anchored on the site? We'll have Juicy on rafters early. This might be signaling an ace split through rope here by Sentinels. Trip cleared. Clone gonna eat it up now. How do you respond as the defenders?
At the moment, Wolves are posturing
Screen down.
towards B
It's
heaven.
2 rounds in a row. Sentinels have kind of made a mistake.
Info in A main and a cancel, but John, it's
1 round before.
far back as is
IGL mistake from John Cutie in the round after. The fucking plant mistake. Planning safe instead of default for heaven.
Selling it.
I swear we're going B.
The right even gives up a bit of his health in order to sell it, and he does keep Juicy interested at B4 now. Heaven control for Sentinels.
Gate crash deep from second.
Fake gate
teleport.
crash. They're aware it's fake though. They didn't even turn for it.
The decay. Sealfat here. Oh, Spring wants to take a fight characteristically. He also flubs the shots. Sen running over these A sites.
Who decided to give a guardian to the guy fucking screens, bro? This guy's choking like no tomorrow. GG.
John runs wide you down and Sen after a paltry 4 defense side rounds. Come alive in Toronto.
Wolves on an unreal run to open this game.
GG,
on attack,
GG.
going up 8-4. Multiple players hitting hard, but what a comeback for Sen.
And that's just the first map of this series, so we still got.
Okay, I gotta see if my music works, bro. It does. Good news.
This series promises to be electric. Nice boys. Let's go.
Let's go, boys.
Nice, John.
Not a bad game 1. I don't see Lotus being as close as this though. I do not see Lotus being as close as this. Hey, Boo Boo, you have to stay here for a second. I'm gonna get lunch. Yeah, you. Go stream. Go stream. Go stream. Go stream. Wait, I gotta get. Wait. You better not. Just for a minute.
committing to things. I'm scared. But when Verizon announced that I could lock in a low price for 3 years, I mean, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Can you hear me now?
Hey,
Let me show you how the fuck's done.
Game.
Oh man, I was just getting warmed up.
Hey, you better not.
spike
Okay.
defused.
You just better not. So Ska. No, is not what I want. Uh, why did I do that? It's a terrible guess, by the way. Can I lock in? Nice. Let's see too. What is happening? Why? Why is this playing so loud? I'm done. Whatever, listen. Music. Why is it so hard to play music? Oh my god, Kaplan interview and I'm missing it.
We wanted on defense, but we were all confident we'd bring it back on attack.
Good luck on Lotus. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sentinels really giving their fans in the arena something to cheer for. What a start from them. I am Yingson. I'm back here with Ender and Mel. It was close. It was very, very close, Mel. I think a lot closer than we anticipated.
I think a lot of people were not expecting it to be that close. I mean, not, 45 minutes ago, I was here on the desk saying, yeah, Sen's got this, absolutely. And it got extremely close to the point where I thought they were going to lose the map.
I mean, honestly, the first half, like, they were getting crushed. Like, Spring's lurks were so effective. I think the just clutchness out of the Wolves players was looking incredibly good. It wasn't until the second half when Sentinels got onto attack, Narrate had those few clutch rounds on the pistol and on the bonus that got things swinging back in their favor.
Yeah, and that brings us to our Verizon high-speed moment, and it goes to Bang for an incredible 4K at this point, and to even keep them in this map.
Yeah, and again, it's all set up with
That's
that narrating
crazy.
stun. These 4 players flat out. There's a flash from John QT, then the stun from Narrate, and then Bang just lines them all up. I mean, this is Sentinel's team play at its final, and it's Bang to shine.
I mean, this is like the perfect dream situation as an anchor player. The stun hits, the flash hits, and no one's looking at you. I mean, this is just the meat and potatoes. This is amazing.
You gotta feel sorry on the other side for Lysor as well, because he was playing in that position a lot.
Ay, ay, ay. It's so hard to play music.
But Mel, Lysor, 2 crucial rounds, maybe whipping a little bit, maybe the pressure on stage, maybe could have made the difference.
The difference in between those positions, like you said, played the exact same position, but the difference could not be more staggeringly different. Like, there's one round where there's 2 sets of views.
When it doesn't work in incognito, that's just awesome.
And if that was the first time we've seen John QT play Sky on Sentinels, he hasn't done it for this team yet. Was that the plug and play that you expected when you saw the agent select?
To a certain extent, right? The Teo, the Sky both give some information. I mean, Sky is actually even better in terms of the info, but I think that what we were seeing a lot from John was more sort of set up for his teammates to go into sight with the flashes. There were a lot of rounds where Narrate was actually banking flashes deep into the rounds, and it was him comboing with the stun to go into the sights, and it was just so many of these 5-player hits that John just kept calling over and over to win on the exec game.
And I think that's a great read from him as an IGL, understanding the win conditions of their composition, because Wolves on their side, very slow game plan, very contacty.
Yeah.
Sentinels, IGL, like John, completely understanding that they need to have very tight executes, and the ults especially, the ult rounds were just beautiful.
The ults were a consistent winning
Very
for Sentinels, because in that second half,
true.
they're down 8-4, it's looking grim for them, right? But winning pistol, winning the bonus, that sets them up to get their ults online first. And then, because they start winning these rounds with their ult.
Do you know what you're talking about? What does this guy mean normal face at lobby these days? Smurfs? Whatever. Wow, Autoblock got DDoS before Deadman? That's crazy. This guy is getting DDoSed.
Serena, not now.
That's fucked. That's fucked, actually. Has this game started yet? No. Huh.
More animated one, carrying them through the emotions, through the vibes, going toe-to-toe against Zelsis of all people. Very impressive, very impressive.
Is that my
let's
goat,
find out what
Yinsu?
they're gonna do moving away from that Tejo as we move on to Lotus.
Yeah, the atmosphere on stage has been great with...
Sorry.
You don't worry about it. Sentinels are doing some trolling, they're doing some crowd work, they're having fun up there.
I mean, if Wolves
They're not gonna
lock
bring
in
the
right
clove.
here, Mel, you're familiar with this comp?
Oh, I love this comp, and you too, aren't you? The Fnatic comp, as I like to call it.
Just a little bit.
The fade, the double controller. I think this is very much. We might see a very similar game style as to the first map, where they play very slow and very contacting, and that makes me a little bit worried again for Sentinels on the defense.
I will say, John QT is on Viper. This is not normally what he's playing. It's Celsius on the Viper. This time Celsius going over to the Vi, so playing Senti on this map for Sen. It will be the fade in the hands of Narrates. This makes a little bit more sense in terms of roles, but we're still not seeing John return to the Senti of old.
When was the last time we saw him play Viper?
Yeah, that seems about
That's a
right.
great question.
I can answer that in just a moment, but on Lotus, he has played it like one time here and there. But like you said, not something that we see very often. But what about this Vice?
From Zelsis, I mean, I think that makes a lot of sense. I think Zelsis could make a great fade here, or not fade, excuse me, a great Vice here. His anchoring has looked phenomenal as well, so nothing too crazy for me. I'm expecting greatness from him on the Vice.
Yeah, honestly, Vice with a double smoke to back it up is really hard to break through on a defensive side. It can isolate your Raze player when you're trying to dive into sight. There's no Yoru clone or anything like that to break away the wall easily, so this makes things a little bit more challenging for Wolves to deal with in the mid-rounds of finding and dealing with the Vi's util.
I think a big part here, what I'm looking at Sentinels, is if they're going to play against another contacty comp, I need to see them win these fights early.
Well, we've seen this comp many times in the past. I can't wait to see what Wolves are going to bring, because Uber and Wyatt, if they win this, they'll bring it to a map 3.
Frankly, I wouldn't have it any other way, Hinsu. A full round defensive path from Sen on Split sees them explode into winning the map. It was, for no good reason, a legendary clash between Sentinels and Wolves. And now heading over to Lotus, it looks like Wyatt Tejo's departure has taken us back to some of the more traditional comps we've seen here.
This is vintage stuff. The only difference being that Sentinels are bringing in the Vice, which has been so popular on this map, and specifically...
Why are we just showing this guy, bro? Stop. Why have we not started the game yet, by the way? Tech issues? Never mind, we started.
You can already see he has his patented Archros over there in tree. Some little things that Wolves are definitely going to be, or should be, prepared for when they've been reviewing the Sen VODs. But yeah, the biggest departure for me is the fact that Zekin's Yoru was lethal on this map. Last we saw Sen against MIBR.
I think it's interesting that Pacific's the only region that opts for ISO on this map.
Which is, I mean, a vintage Zekin agent as well.
Absolutely. No early rebel fight here for Sen. Very passively here on the A side of the map with a drift over the stairs by Narrate. Zelsis is about to get busy, but Bang already emerges. He holds it down, peeking over towards the push to tree. Cover going out. Lysol might make a pivot here towards the B side, where Zekin will be waiting, paint shells in hand. Early encounter at C as well. Wolves testing every avenue.
They are so spread out at the moment, but Lysor is just solo walked into B and is going to get the spike down. All right, cool. Spring with that Sheriff, getting some damage done through the dark cover, spamming away. Triple players stack up from Sen, trying to get through Baby.
He's alone. Lysor is still alone right now.
All the timing.
Not able to get away from that. C is going to be thrown in. Lysor at 2, finds at least 1. Narrate, a tap on the spike here. Door opening up. Prowler to herald the arrival of Wolves as they try and stop this retake. But Sen, hard hitting. Leaves Spring out of the open and out of luck.
That's Wolves down a player early on account of Bang, but then just being very disconnected as Lysor knows he can get a free plant, but no one's really in position to take any further positioning.
Spring threw up a Viper wall that allowed the 3 Sen players to get into Baby Door for a 3v1 against Lysor to start that retake.
Yeah, unfortunately, just due to where all the players were and the importance of taking further space towards defenders spawn after getting the spike down on B and C especially, they're just not able to do that because all of the Wolves players are spread across the map. They can only get back to B main and spam, and at a disadvantage. They're just never going to win that. Wolves are going for the force right now. Jersey has the Bucky.
Maybe looking for a more of a close quarters context.
And he's going to make it close quarters with a double satchel.
Yep, here we go. Juicy coming on in. Narrate has to hear this. Oh, Juicy! Well, has his wings clipped as he tries to cross that B side. Oh, the big mound control.
Oh, no, 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 no.
B main is where Wolves are currently milling about.
Wolves there displaying for us why the Vice is just so effective on this map.
Wait, they forced. Why would they force? And then that's the play they cook up.
Like that. We know he's going to be double satcheling in deep if the rest of the team
It's over.
cut off by the shear. He's going to get cooked every single time like we just saw.
Eyes towards Baby Door now for Wolves. Narrate. About to have some visitors.
We're going down 4-0 here to start this game.
Sufat now needs to make a decision.
It's going to be at least 4-0.
B for a moment, and there it just took too long. Zelsa's caught a timing on Spring, and now Sufat's got no choice but to go towards the B side, where Zekin will be lying in wait.
30 seconds left.
I can't believe they forced.
The players are just so separated from each other on individual missions, and this, what looked like attempt to be the Stinger rush onto the B site, was ultimately just denied by the Sentinel utility, and from there things have
No.
collapsed. While you're left alone, surely going to be going down to second here.
Nice try.
Closing out the round in pretty clean fashion for Sen against the buy. So opportunity to get to 3 here now against Wolves early. Get a nice little lead on their own map pick. I like what Kaplan said. It was interesting to hear from him just on that map, the difference in play from the regions. We're not scrimming against teams like this. It was hard to get our own game plan online because we're just not used to what Wolves are doing.
Because Wolves made that force in round number 2, they've really got so little to work with. And this for Sen is an opportunity to build a massive economy on his defense side.
Of course, that Outlaw's still going to be getting value for Zekin as he pushes up and gets space on Rubble with the rest of the team. Wolves are triple-faced on B, hoping that someone from Sentinels will decide to go for a peek. That's not going to be the case right now. Taking it slow, hoping to collect some orbs. I mean, back in the meta of Lotus, when these comps pretty much ran for an entire year, the game was really alt-orb dependent. Getting those showstoppers was of the utmost importance.
Wolves get the shear wall. It'll be about 6 to 7 seconds before they can circle back to C. That does seem to be the plan, though. Or slowly extract themselves. Fighting for Rubble might be a dangerous proposition for them, but Narrate is the one with the ghost.
Find you.
Perhaps an easier target to
So this is interesting. I don't think we're going to have full armor on.
Bang's going to have to play off of this fade positioning.
Oh, just one player, actually. I think GC will be fine. I think he's going to be at right at 4,000.
No way, that shouldn't be happening. That shouldn't be happening.
Now it's going to be on Zekin. A little bit awkward. Outlaw with a ton of targets to find. And Juicy trying to get across with a blast pack. That's 2. He'll fall off the line now.
That's your time.
Peaks with the classic. He's bought enough space, though, at least for Sen to get the reinforcements in place, and so they do.
Sufa is so far away right now. He's in B, having to go through Baby Door.
They should have killed that, the raised back sight, after the second shot. Too much respect given.
Sufat is here. Sentinel's now going to make this push up. Likely a double swing. John in second here on this line. Celsius with his back to Spring's position. No. His head cleaned off. Now 2 left. Second finally shuts down the rampaging Spring.
I'll find you. Still
But up Spring comes Summer, and Sufat's about to make it hot and heavy. Backs away, no time. Plays it like an absolute champion.
Fascinating. That's a thrifty. That's a bungle by Sentinels.
That feels impossible and should be impossible. How is that double setup from Sen towards Rubble dismantled? There's no util for Wolves to get out aside from using the wall to get forward. Sees what a shot.
This guy's got a fucking shot on him, right?
Who throws down the dark cover, throws out the paranoia. There's just no way.
One enemy remaining.
And then after that, Spring, could you actually do some more for us? Could you get another kill?
Sufat plays behind. Come on. Expertly in that moment. The second's got no choice but to run at him.
Wow, look at this. Read on the economy from Spring. Outlaw, 5 one-shottable targets. Everyone from Sen on lighter regen.
Sen know they've given that weapon over, though. And they know they need to play around it. 0 peaks off the C side here.
Wolves do a nice job getting all of the space towards Mound and drawing a bit of attention from Sentinels. Even
This whole round depends on the fade on A. This fade right over here.
in case they are actually trying to get into B main at the moment.
Down to the minute mark in the round. Still nothing drawn out by Sentinels. Nothing really for
What are you doing? You need that Prowler, man.
Sufa just on a solo effort to keep the attention here. He's doing everything. He's throwing prowlers. He's opening the door. He's getting the orb. And there are 3 players mostly drifted towards that area of the map. It's going to be an A re-clear again. Can bang right the wrongs from that prior round.
Narrate never had to show himself there either. It was awkward, but Narrate last time they were here had only a ghost. This time they're armed to the teeth. YU is able to draw that sheer wall out, but this fight's definitely happening over towards Rubble. Sen back up on it though.
Nice little pocket to TP into there.
To make a decision.
Oh, they aren't. They're still too indecisive. They're going back towards Mound now. They're in a 2-1-1 with 15 seconds left. The round is just over.
They've got no duelists. They've got no entry on this site.
They can't even get past the thorns that are there. Now they're trying to get into B. This is mad.
Okay, 7 seconds left and they're going to go for it. Snake bite on the ground.
Oh, you can't tank that. You're going to die. You would have died to the fucking poison orb anyway. Or the snake bite.
The indecision is their enemy there. You have Sufa making that tons of noise over towards C in the mid-round. But Wolves, after losing Juicy on this entry towards A, they just...
You do a thrifty just to...
It's actually going to be an early timeout called right now by Coach Fade, and I am not mad at that. We, in fact, saw at the end...
Bro, it's the IGL just like panicking. The IGL is overcooking this guy right here. IGL's way overcooking the 4th round. They won the thrifty by heroics. That round, they just had no decisions. That's someone that's either unprepared or doesn't know what to do. Do we blame the coach or the IGL? We don't see this often. We don't, in my opinion.
No idea where to go.
And look, one of the issues there is the fact that because it is Sufa making all the noise towards C, they don't actually have any of that initiator utility to get out on A. You don't have a prowler that can go clear rubble to get on to
reminds me of the old MIBR solo Skyler on Sunset, you know?
Deep pull, but true. I mean, accurate, but...
Using your initiator to try and sell a fake, though, a lot of that util can be really valuable to gain real map control.
You can just see, yeah, because then after Juicy goes down, they're like, we can't really get out of this boat, can we?
There's 2 Razorvines on C. They have no raise, so they're never going to get on that side. Ugly stuff.
All right, what's the plan for Wolves out of this timeout? They're nearing many ultimates. Sen expending some to win one of those prior rounds. So when we get to Wolves' full buy, can certainly be the linchpin of a win there. Here, they're hoping it's just going to be one of these 2 hero rifles.
Don playing a bit further forward this time around. Knows that Wolves are obviously less cashed up this time around. See a lot of heads though, and Juicy, man, he is clean with it. His Sheriff claims the first. Zelsis is seized here, decayed down. There's a window here. Pops the Razorvine. They can't quite get purchased on him. And Sufat overextends. Spike loose. Lysor, though, is able to at least to salvage. Zekken's going to be here. Spray down's a bit wayward, and Lysor's gotten in onto the C side now. Zekken's paint shells do not get any value.
Slowly trying to
3v3 retake, but Almond's lit. They're all lit.
Has a fair amount of initiator utility to use to get back in, and Bang is on a long flank right now. Will Wolves expect it?
YU checks for it, but can't beat Bang. Paranoia comes in, Lysor and Spring forced to just double up at the bottom of the seaside. Bang must have spotted them there with a shoulder peek.
Pop.
Perhaps not, as still eyes are looking towards the bend.
Bang.
Spring just sees a head pop up. That's stunning stuff. Eventually, though, taken down. It's Lysor with less than 50 health to play.
GG.
Time is of the essence, and Sen are fully cognizant.
Okay, so we're up 4-1.
Themselves their 4th round.
Credit to Bang there.
This is where it starts snowballing. You lose the round after a coach timeout. Do you use another one in 2 rounds?
Then you have the other 2 players being
Depends.
different angles.
Look at a brute force solution to trying to get Zelsis out of that corner.
But we saw it last game too. Sentinels was just snowballing until they stopped.
Got out and were spraying. They might have just gotten that kill in clean fashion, but they weren't doubled up.
Zelsis getting that one was pivotal as well. Second is 8-1. Night and day
Hi, Boo Boo.
comparison to his start of his split game. Running it back on the Rays after all this time.
We really have not been getting much of the Zekin Rays, if at all, this year, but that is his, or was his go-to agent. That's what he was known for, the flex Rays play. Here comes Juicy fast into the side. That's a dodge.
Not a fan of these blast packs.
Zelsis now wants to assume some more control, but he's likely hoped this TP forward by Lysor. He gives up the site. Play for the retake.
In the meantime, why you did actually find
Sen looking good? Sorry, bro. I didn't even see you fucking
teleporting over to assist. This lockdown is going to keep the
typing here, dude. I've been just in my own little world.
Give Wolves a free plan here.
Sen looking good? Yeah, for the most part. They've had some monumental throws. Like three rounds out of all the rounds they've played, like actually fucking really bad throws. Really bad decision making. What is that eye? Hello?
Bring in the pit, dancing around. Narrate finds him before he decays too low. That's a Viper's pit now gone. YU and Sufat in this corner. Zelsis and Narrate do not have the util to clear them from this. Gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way. Spray down through the corner. Zelsis exposed himself to Sufat on the tight angle, and Narrate does not have the health to bail Sentinels
That's
out.
bad, it's K. I'm trying to stay awake. I slept at 6. Why did you sleep at 6?
Must win round, excuse me, and they are able to take that down. Spring just somehow connects a miracle shot on the second player that was swinging through the pit in that final situation.
Why'd you sleep at 6, bro?
Good usage of their ultimates, no doubt. YU was crucial on that round too, early. Pretty standard for, you know, your sentinel position. They're going to be taking a timing on B, waiting in main to hear those footsteps on the cross for someone trying to get over to waterfall towards C. Little jiggle peek and he wins the duel there. That's just always on your mind when you're a defender and you need to get over to that site.
Bad sleep schedule. Oh, I thought you'd be playing that game with Francis.
So that one will be rectified pretty quickly as headsets are already being replaced. We get Wolves, they spend pretty big in that round, right? Get those ultimates in play, they make use of them correctly. It's a lockdown that John disrespects. He's playing in halls, he just spams down through that smoke, he's able to find one. But Sentinels are not aware that Sufat's tucked there on bend.
Back pause.
Right on that spike location. And they just didn't have the utility to...
I'm good, dude. The experimental trap is just not it for me.
Double satchel initiator. Now though, without some of those key abilities, can Juicy make use of this showstopper to once again clear that space, maybe force them back into halls on that C side?
Look, I'm certainly looking to Wolves to maybe go for one of the crazy executes here where your Omen uses from the shadows to get behind the defensive team and then you send it at them with a showstopper. Pinch them from both angles. That is a pretty common ult execute on this map.
And Lysor is not above a cheeky little TP to the enemy spawn.
I like these two as a package. These two are good casters.
Off of B. Wolves have been waiting for a push out of B main from Sen, but it's never happened. Not so far on this defense side. They've just been leaving Zek in here, of course, with those paint shells to hold it down.
The only real proactivity coming from Sen is just the double up from Narrate and Bang to take rubble control. And to be fair, it has kept Spring at bay. He hasn't had opportunities to be able to lurk up off of his wall, which...
Benny, wasn't some kid in our game doing that smoke on Lotus? And we were like, I don't know how we feel about that smoke. I feel like we were talking about that exact smoke. Am I tripping? And we're like, this smoke doesn't do anything. Was that with you or was that with Francis? I can't... Or was that with you or was that with Jay? I can't remember.
An area like bend, teleport through to make the cross. They want to scale into the site, which is...
Might have been with Jay.
SEN players, but they are ready to flood back in off the Steel Garden.
Juicy Vzak and Duelists here fighting for that hole's control. Second ops to wait.
Might have been with Jay, actually. This was very recent in the past couple days, so...
Zelsis now playing from Waterfall. Lysor left here on the seaside, the last remaining Wolves player. And Zelsis might not be aware. He TP'd out with that ultimate. So
No,
Wolves
Zelsis
in
is
the
aware he
position to
TP'd
play
out
that
with
retake.
that
Zeken's already got
ultimate.
about half, and Wolves might not be aware of this. Narrate's able to spray them down through the poison orb. Zeken got off of it briefly, but he'll full stick.
Why is the Raze here? Why?
It's just
Why is no
disaster
one
for
on
Wolves.
site helping
They
the
have a full
Omen?
retreat into Mound after the Steel Garden is used and the spike just isn't planted for them. The round is just over at that point. Easy, effortless retake for Sentinels.
Spike planted.
What?
Tries to get out.
I mean, what can they do after this situation? Legitimately nothing. It's just over. It is just over for them.
Looked odd, but I think Wolves probably realized there was no reasonable way to get back in, so wagering those remaining rifles seemed less than ideal. Now a bit of a rubble fight. This time SEN actually aren't playing forward. They've got bang back in tree.
4 rifles right now for Wolves. Spring just on the pistol though, unfortunately.
Watch the timing of this paranoia, Wyatt. Sees combo with the paint shells, perhaps. Oh, it's second getting caught out. Narray doesn't have much to see here, and Bang's gonna watch his left side. No! Oh my goodness! Sealfat found a quick double.
That is SEN going for a bit of a haphazard attempt at the refight. Just not expecting, I don't think, so many Wolves players to actually be ready with the crosshairs on those angles. This has been the most convincing round win for Wolves so far, unless John is able to go crazy in that 1v4, but he can. Is shut down by Spring.
And that was a half buy. Hey, Wolves, I think, had 2 pistols, maybe even classics in that kind of round. And it was one of the rounds where SEN opted not to play forward on Rubble. They didn't have Bang TPing forward at the start of the round and having Narrate watch that live. They opted instead to try and play off a paranoia, and everything kind of went wrong for them in Zeken found himself isolated.
Yeah, isolated on that orb, and the rest of the players just tried to spill through the fight together, but Sufa hits a nice little snappy adjustment. Too many players from Wolves posted up to deal with. And look at this. Somehow, SEN, their economy is not very good, which feels bizarre, but this is an opportunity for Wolves to get right back in the game, potentially tie things up, break their eco right here.
What are you talking about, Wyatt? They have a full buy. Hello? Hello, they have a full buy. Every team has a full buy.
Some of the spice util is here.
Which has been an absolute nightmare for them.
Zeken's getting fucking smacked right now.
Has been instantly deleted by Juicy.
Wait a minute. Are we going to go back towards C here? Zeken's departed. Obviously very early in the round. Juicedo's been cleaned up. Spring wants to try and get forward here, but this Nightfall could be a bit of an issue for Wolves. Spike is obviously down. Spring trying to play from upper and cleared out instantly. Suifat now gives his position away. Enough noise to wake the dead, and Narrate's going to turn around with the Odin. Look to try and spray him out of the game, and this is awkward timing for the fade.
Classic.
Wolves here with a great opener. SEN able to convert.
I think this is attacker-sided, so
Great opener.
this is over,
Essentially
probably.
a free plant. They have the idea, which is the right idea, of when you're getting the spike down on this map, you have to go take more forward space on B, but they just don't do it together. Juicy is too quick to face here. Zelsis gets an isolated 1v1. There's no trade coming through. Spring is trying to get forward, but he's alone, caught before the dark cover drops. Right idea, wrong execution from Wolves, and some frustration on the face of Fade as things are getting a bit out of control on Sentinel's map pick, especially for the defensive side. And when you're talking about these traditional comps, this map was attack favored back when it was in the, in the pool, and this was the meta.
And that's why SEN getting to 6 is a huge deal.
My ult is ready.
Orb taken by Sufet now gets his Nightfall online. Once again, Zeken wants to take an early challenge, but looks like that's been denied. Classic entry over here. Zelsis is at 39. Does he think to try and play
What are we
one and done in
doing?
the corner now at this level of health?
Are we trying this play again? I feel like I'm having deja vu. I've already watched this round like 3 times. That guy's lost. What are you doing, Zelsis?
All too easily. There's a nice little tap from John.
You literally heard him.
This side take util for a kill.
Yeah, now just fully on the retreat. Posted up to try and ensure the Wolves don't push any further. Lysor, danger for a moment, and it's just getting spammed through by Bang. Disaster as Wolves try to wrap around Ben to get that spike
What the
down.
Phantom?
He's able to recover the spike, but what opportunity. They're going to have to plant it. He tries to surge ahead, draws Zeken out of position. Might be a high-low swing, but Zeken tucks. He's not going to give them a free kill here. Wolves are the ones that have to wager something. in Spring, and he's got some work to do.
Oh, it's disrespectful from Zekin. It's a little bit whimsical too with the double satchel in. Gets himself one orb away from a showstopper with those kills too, matter of fact. It's just those tracers from Lysor with the Vandal that are spotted out.
And at this point, Zekin just doesn't give them a freebie. Until this point, breaks that crosshair placement. Spring overwhelmed. And that is 7 defense side rounds for Sentinels. There's no way of framing this other than they're at a massive, massive advantage on this map.
Zekin going to pick up that Outlaw for another round in this map on an anti-eco.
Look at Spring.
Where are you?
Took that Odin damage off the rip, and Zekin's able to find an Outlaw pick with finally deciding to push up on B, by the way.
Oh, that's gotten him his showstopper. Just in case Sen wanted another advantage to close out this half.
Oh, man. Spring's at 6, by the way. Far too much spam for Wolves to deal with. Sen holding all the cards. A double swing here. They'll try it, but bang! Almost had the correction. Spring at 6, wants a rifle. He'll have it stripped from his hands momentarily.
What is that?
Yeah, just did the delayed drop. I like that. 8 rounds for Sentinels. Last of the half. Showstopper earned by Zekin. It's looking grim for Wolves fans.
Gotta say, the just existence of the Vice utility on this map has really thrown a wrench in the game plans from Wolves. And it's, I think, highlighted some of the issues that they've had as a team, where it's disconnected them on executes to too great of an extent on multiple site attempts.
Are they shooting back?
All right, Wolves, last chance to get a desperately needed round win on what is typically the favored side on this map.
And this is that more passive A-side variation for Sentinels on defense. Nobody heading up to rubble.
And Zekin has actually picked up the operator towards C. Going to assume probably a rifle on the ground for him as well to pick up. And he has the show.
Defense is probably easier, though,
actually 4 weapons if he needs to use
when it comes to VOD review.
He's Gilgamesh. And that's why he's down at 1,600. Of course you spend up here. And that Vice util that you referenced earlier is definitely going to be an issue at
Is
C.
Zekin an opper? I feel like I don't see this guy in the op often.
Early. So you saw the nanoswarm used by YU. Try and draw it
Oh,
out.
they're dead.
Oh man, that is a long shot. He even tanks the Prowler in order to take it. Zekin might likely give up some rooms. Juicy has his own showstopper, so he clears the room at B. This is Wolves tipping their hand.
This will get enough space for Lysor to get the plant down right now safely. Spring on this lurk through A. Narrate is ready. He has eyes on the smoke. Can Spring actually catch a timing right now? He hears them running away. It's going to be time for him to hit the go button.
Juicy will buy more time now. He's gonna force Sentinels back a little longer. Okay, Juicy tapped down a little bit. No, 56! Showstopper goes between his legs apparently. And as Spring tries to get active enough, and Lysor down to 1. Just Lysor left. And it's a disastrous attack side on Lotus for Wolves. Not nearly enough rounds earned here to give them any sense of confidence. They were dictating the pace of the game on Split. This time, though, they were taking orders from Sentinels.
I just don't have that explosivity right now on Lotus that they had when we were back on Split. Sentinels looking elite right now on their own pick.
Zekin tanks that Prowler, knows he has the shot. Juicy clears B with a showstopper, but can't do much else with it.
Narrate, once he got that Odin online, he was so oppressive. Zekin even getting the kill with the off there, was taking advantage of the outlaw for rounds.
That is the stream. What's going on with this music?
Wolves with no answers, couldn't deal with the Vice.
Classic comp, classic performance from Sentinels. And Wolves get back in the game after the break.
Break?
Hey, everyone, make some noise, because we got Alexis over here in the house! Alexis, what are you up to here, you know? How you been?
I've been really good. We've been doing duo workshops for the VALORANT University, and now I'm just here watching the games.
Are you enjoying the venue and the vibes? I mean, I saw a lot of fans walking up to you asking you for selfies.
I love the vibes. The venue's insane. I love Artist Alley, where I can buy little trinkets. I've bought so many little trinkets.
Aww. All right, I gotta ask you about the game, though. Are you supporting anyone? You know, rooting for anyone?
I gotta root for Sen, right? Gotta.
Right, you're Sen City. I want to ask you about the meta though, because you play a lot of Breach, right? So what do you think of the current meta with the Breach? I mean Tail nerf, the little bit of a Breach nerf as well, and how the teams are playing.
I think the Teo nerf was definitely needed, for sure. Very overtuned agent. I will say I feel like the Breach nerf was not super necessary, but maybe I'm biased as a Breach player. That stun, that 2 seconds on the stun really hurts my soul a little bit.
Right, but I need you to do me a favor and hype up the crowd for the second half. So, ready? We're gonna say let's go, okay? Second half!
Let's go, guys!
Let's go!
Hell yeah, W interview.
It's all happening here at the NKS Center in Toronto. Sen City have landed, and after a rocky start in the series, they look like they've stabilized. Time for your Coinbase Econ report here. Remember, this is a factor of the damage you've done divided by the credits you spent. So really about how much impact on the game you can have per credit.
Second bang up there, certainly, and that's even with Zekin buying Outlaws, dropping
Incredible.
them, buying an AWP, still able to get so much value out of everything he was spending that cash on throughout the game, which is obviously also reflected in the score. Sen on the less favored side for Lotus, especially when we're looking at the comps we have of the old meta, which is back as the new meta.
Dude, last night I fell asleep playing RuneScape and I died because I was doing a Slayer task. And I was like, I'm too tired to get my shit, so I paid Death's Coffer, which is like 660k. I don't even know why I did that. That was brain dead. Anyway, I paid Death's Coffer and then I went to bed, but you don't get your consumables back, right? So I was like, fuck it, I'm going to bed. I'm too tired to get my consumables back. So I had like 15 prayer pots on me, so it was like, it was quite a bit. It's probably like 800k, 900k total. I was like, fuck it, whatever. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go back to the spot right now. I just went back right now, and my prayer pots are still there, chilling. I'm glad I mitigated the losses a bit.
Tentatively, Sen are starting to encroach here. Pass box, they've checked that. Baby Door, of course, untouched.
Incredible.
Lysor is going to be waiting. Wolves may be looking for an opportunity to explode out from here, but they're going to have to make some noise. Getting rid of the door. Tree control taken, but now Sen looking at the Baby Door. Supet's able to stop them. What a bouncer! You shall not pass, he says. Still wants to open.
They did their homework.
But it's on Zelsis. Sheriff in hand. And a heck of a job to do.
Well done from Wolves, just swinging out together there.
30 seconds left.
All of the Sentinel players just kind of clumped up, playing by the orb, trying to get towards Baby Door. The exact start that Wolves need.
I wonder if this half is going to be a lot closer. I feel like they did their VOD review, so I feel like the attack is going to be way harder for Sentinels now.
No way.
Are they going to just let them live?
Wolves getting back into the game here on defense. Let's see if they can try to go on a similar run.
Just with the grenade out there, Zelsis hoping for a
Nice
little
shot,
bit
bro.
to be offered up. That's not to be. The swing there from Baby Door for Wolves.
Can I help you,
Onto
mister?
the board here in this second half. A drought of rounds. Sen was stitching together 4 at the end of that first half. This play here. Nice
No.
Spring pushes out to try and take more. Is punished for it, but the damage is already done.
And then you just have Juicy on the cross from sight. Just a beautiful setup. Simple, highly effective from Wolves. And they are going to fully invest up into this anti-eco round where Zekin is going to do the Juicy cosplay from the first half and go for the Bucky double satchel.
Yeah, perhaps to upper. Maybe with a dark cover to get him in there.
I'm getting deja vu.
Prowler comes out, there's also a wall there. Now over towards the mound side of things for Sentinels. Zekin still has his satchels, blast packs, he's caught midway through. It's the Marshal of all things that catches him.
John does actually recover that Bucky. Maybe he can have a better fare with it.
Hey, come on.
The cross, here come the swings from Wolves.
Not a lot to write home about in this round. Solid stuff from Wolves. Why you? Just waited on the now, and John says, well, in for a penny, in for a pound, they say. What do I have here?
Well, he gets his. Unfortunately, that is just the Marshal down, but They'll take what they can get with the Bucky investment, which does end up being a little bit awkward into this. Zekken is just going to have to buy up into a stinger. Well, we've got 2 back-to-back rounds, I will say, for Wolves on defense, where the fundamentals are just looking good. Just playing, swinging out of these smokes together. Taking the fight to SEN as a unit.
Yeah, good defensive util over at B that sort of diverts Sentinels to the C extremity. And now the pleasantries have been exchanged. They mostly buy here for SEN. There's a C's attempt over towards Rubble, but nobody for Sentinels is in attendance. They're pretty quickly heading to C, but there's definitely some util that needs to be cleared out.
Yeah, and like I mentioned before, so important to just try to get your orbs over to your Raze if you can. Get as many showstoppers as possible when you're on this attack side. SEN want to get into this C site perhaps. There are 3 players ready to go, but the other 2 a bit too far away. We'll actually go to narrate on account of him being the closest to the ultimate at the moment.
So here's where great teams on Lotus attack side.
Like, look how boring this map is, though, by the way. We've seen this play over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. No diversity to these maps and how they play. It's so sad.
It's just going to be a snake bite for back. Rubble slowly making their way out together as the clock is ticking down to 35 seconds.
Lysol spotted, tagged up on the shoulder peak. Backing away into Baby Door is Juicy. Zelsis now takes this opportunity to get some B control. They can pinch on towards the Raze, but Juicy sees an opportunity to come forward with that retake wall thrown up. Now SEN bouncing over towards B, but Juicy's going to be waiting for them. That paint shell doesn't do too much to dissuade him. Paranoia, though, could be a problem for the Raze. Juicy on the corner. Can't really see. Bang, and it's haphazard shooting. Effective enough, though, for Sentinels.
Nere was just so patient on that lurk. Bides his time, gets the free kill spring. Jump up from Zeki, gets out of the way to Satchel to win the duel. Now 1-for-1.
Wayne's only got a sheriff to work with. Silfat has to be careful on this angle. Just a Guardian to play with. Bang, re-smokes up, and forces YU to just push out into the great unknown. Sentinels are waiting for it with open arms.
Ghastly, stop.
Converting that first rifle round here on this attack side.
Nice fast trades from Zelsis to clear things out. Juicy was dangerous for a moment in Baby Door when he finds the perfect timing window to swing out, get the opening pick towards Rubble. But eventually from that position, you can just feel the walls closing in on him. You're just too susceptible to any utility coming through.
Sorry. I got you though. I like that. I like that from you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now heading into what will be the first full buy round for Wolves. Coach Fade going to call that second timeout in the game. Crucial. Down 10-5. Must win. This is the game on the line, not just the round. This would be SEN getting to match points.
Thought that was an attack side round from SEN that showcased some pretty good macro fundamentals for Lotus. Getting up on that C side, getting the orb,
Ghastly.
forcing out some of that kill.
What are you being a brat for, my cutie?
See what you can tease out there. Start to pressure the player in Baby Door and eventually execute B pretty cleanly, all things considered.
Man.
Wolves gave them a lot of map to play with, to be fair. And maybe that's the plan. Maybe it's about being a little bit more proactive on one or both extremities here. Looking to take maybe an early Rubble fight. They've got a full buy here. Our team from China.
Listen, so far, you still have to give them a lot of credit. They have defied expectations coming into this. Going up against the hungry Sentinels who are trying to bounce back from a disappointing showing at Bangkok this year. Going out, losing 13-1 to Liquid. They want to start off strong with a clean 2-0 against a Wolves team that are just trying to make themselves known on the international stage for the first time. We didn't even think they'd be here.
And once again, this early action, one out by Spring now.
Always happy to just take a 1-versus-1 in Spring.
For all appearances, SEN are highly committed to this siege. And yet that smoke towards Waterfall says they're coming again. YU has the stopping power. Just punishes Zekken mid-flight. All of a sudden, the options are limited for SEN.
And that is just some spray through after the door gets activated. Knows where to put the crosshair. Juicy.
Okay.
Quick on the shot. That should be curtains on the round.
That's a devastating round coming out of Wolves here. At C control, why are you basically locking it down himself? Look at the locations of Sen's deaths here. Failed B attempt. Why are you catching the crossing Zekin? A flawless round here for Wolves.
Money's going to be pretty bad for Sen as well. Should be worth 2 here for Wolves. Look, that's just Spring so ready for again. It's just that.
How's that even a headshot?
Where you try to take a little timing peek. Spring too fast. Juicy too fast on that swing as well. They just shoot well in that round, but credit for isolating Zekin on that attempt to satchel in. Now we've got Kaplan going.
We're a little bit locked in, hey, Narrate.
His Wolves are trying to make a little go at it.
Those are cool stairs.
So far,
second half, not too bad for them.
Sen able to convert their first gun round, take 3 rifles out of it. After that sort of, buy of the Bucky and the anti-eco, Zekin had to make do with a Stinger. It worked out. I don't blame them here, though. That last round far less elaborate in terms of how they worked the map. They lost a player very early in B main and ended up just having all of their eggs in that seaside basket. They got flattened by YU. Zekin just got headshot straight out of midair, so perhaps a call from Kaplan, hey, let's slow it down, let's maybe make use of this map, work it a little bit more. Make use of that Viper wall we're using on A.
Yeah, going to have to ensure that they're able to draw out a fair amount of that utility before they're actually getting in for the executes. There's sort of a light commitment too, like you can't have Bing try to teleport across in a situation like that.
They did that in round 15.
Those jerseys are really cool.
Ending big. So the concept of a plan is there for Sentinels. Let's see how they put it together now. Round number 17, folks. You're still with us, Toronto? That's what I thought.
All right. Sentinels on the eco round here. Just a stinger for Bang and a full effort to try and get out towards Rubble. Viper utility up to make the cross. Mysore again here defending. It's been a tough going for him on the map so far. Wolves would love for him to begin to heat up. Maybe he can get some confidence kills.
Damn, firing squad on Timmy.
Just to get things rolling.
But they're wasting no time in getting this tree set up. And in fairness, Wolves
They gave him so much space on A, I wonder.
They're going to be allowed into the A site. Pretty ideal start to the round for Sentinels. Now it's a matter of landing the plane as Wolves give the side up for the retake.
Second trying to get this really forward position. Cheeky little angle to play around this dark cover that's thrown down.
A nice little paint shells buys a lot more space. Oh, okay. Zekin,
Whee! There's a world.
Little high-low set up now from the defenders as they try and get back in here. Nightfall thrown up by Sen. A big ping though off that horn apparently. Suvet's able to reveal much of the defenders and now Lysol wants to step up, have a crack at it too. It's only down to YU. These Elsis. YU so little to work with in terms of teammates. Tyra could be deployed, but in a 1 versus 1, he's got a face. Zelsis down. And it's going to be his rifle burst, the classic. All things considered, pretty solid round for Sentinels, but
That was a chaotic, like, 10 seconds. I don't even know what was going on.
Getting proactive, fighting towards heaven. They back off, absorb a little utility, try to repost, keep fighting. They were not slowing down with their effort to apply pressure to Wolves. Results in a lot of damage done. Now here comes the very crucial buy round for them. They're going up against the Wolves that have multiple high-impact ultimates to play with here.
Lids definitely kept on their economy to some degree by Sentinels. You're right, we got lockdown. Viper's Pit to play with. Showstopper for Juicy. Bang with a TP across to Rubble now. Sen again thinking about A early.
Wolves really no desire to go for these hard fights towards A. They've been giving it up, letting Lysord just spot for the information late. Sen, they're slowing things down. They're cutting noise completely, pressing up towards this site. I mean, Lysor could be in some serious danger.
Turned anti-flash. That door being toggled is more than enough to tempt him off of A.
Yeah, gets away at just the perfect time. This site is totally open, totally free. That being said, though, Wolves just have fantastic ultimates to play for a retake. Bang, trying to get that kill. Lysor, he's going to want to play patiently.
Of course, the temptation's going to be here for Sentinels to push off this site wire, but it's a dangerous proposition. Lockdown could be an issue.
He gets that steel garden activated here, by the way. This is going to connect onto everyone if he rips it right now.
Yeah, finds the timing for it. Why are you trying to step out of it?
I think they mostly got out of the way there, actually. Their time is dwindling, though. They're going to have to recommit quickly. Great opener from Spring.
Delta's down. There's going to be a push coming from stairs at a moment from Wolves as well, but John tucked in the corner.
Ooh.
And here comes Juicy. Showstopper at the ready, but he can't get in. Finally, makes it onto the site. Narrate's going to be dealt with, but Waiyu is out of the game. 3 up for Sen. Bang. TP cancelled.
They all had to get off the site, but the spike is still planted for them, and there's just not enough time for Lysor. He's forced to retreat. Great positional adjustments from Sentinels.
11-7.
Had the spike planted for them. Steel Garden, sure, it doesn't get the connections, but it just ends up wasting
13-7 finish. What do you guys think?
And that means Wolves waste the showstopper, waste the lockdown, all for naught. Sen on 11. Creeping closer to the map win.
Juicy looked like he got seized as he was trying to come in with that showstopper, but still converted it for a kill. But just the spacing, like you mentioned, that Steel Garden forced. Then the Wolves lost another 5 seconds of time to make that retake happen. And timing's been a bit of an issue for them over the series at really important moments.
Sen bursting out into rubble with some haste. They've been getting this space on the map for free, and they haven't been getting re-cleared. So they're hoping that's just going to be the case right now, and they can pivot elsewhere.
The push-up, though, towards Mound by Juicy means that he knows this is a bit of a fake. Now Sen are going to drift back in that direction. B main held 3 players at B for Wolves in general, so Sen make a good call here, heading to a pretty lightly held C-side.
Second gets the showstopper with a collection of that orb. Is he going to try to send it in? It's Bang teleport on the cross to break the crosshairs.
Awkward for Johnny, tries to crouch, but Juicy's waiting there, finds his second. Zelsa steps up, only for 1, it's 3 for Wolves' raise. Now the momentum out of Sen's court. Second can still go for this though.
Oh, that would just be so high risk. Certainly doesn't want to waste it. That being said, though, this is a pivotal round. Maybe if they can get a kill first, bring it into a 2v3, then you can use it. But in the 2 versus 4, you're just not going to want to waste it. But look at the Sen economy.
30 seconds left.
Wolves have been able to keep a lid on it. They've kept them in that danger zone. And with just 20 seconds left, they're going to opt to save these 2 rifles, bring them into the next.
Narrate, pretty big series for him. I mean, Zekken came on your show and sort of said he had full belief in Narrate to turn up when it mattered. That he just needed that one breakout game to really show what he's capable of. There's a sense that he's still got more to show on this team.
He's been having a quality series here. Yeah, I really don't think he's even reached his peak with Sentinels yet. To me, he does have more to show. He can even kick things into a higher gear.
And that's a Wolves round picked up. Sen do not want to take the gambit with 2 guns left. Great little 3-piece for Juicy here on C.
This is another situation where you're seeing what Wolves are driving with. That is
low-key, this game's kind of boring.
Swinging together, taking the fights together, and they're finding the kills in the Sentinels' transitional moments where they're trying to still scale deeper, get into the site. All right, Sen, because of those 2 safe guns, they are going to be able to get a near full buy. Celsius does have this stinger.
Okay, they got Juicy at 8 this time. Looks like Wolves are ready for a bit more of a rubble fight.
Wow, this is Narrate trying to draw a lot of attention. Baits out the Nightfall while the rest of Sentinels will be able to get into this B site unless Spring tries to slow them down.
Too slow in a baby door here for Wolves. Spring's able to find 1 anchored on the site. Sentinels forced away by that Viper util.
It's just that Molly on the ground that once again isolates Zekken in the site and evens things up. Even this pivot to C slowed down on account of another Molly, but Wolves won't fully be in position to get in just yet. Hoping to spam through. Bang getting on low HP, but the Viper's Pit will just further obscure the view from Waterfall.
Spike passed along to Zelsis by the looks. And now a bit of a nice cut even from Sentinels, but you have to imagine they're staying here because of the Viper's Pit. Zelsis here with an Arc Rose to set up, and this is going to be a tough retake for Wolves at the best of times. They can't even counter pit this, Wyatt.
Spike planted.
Spike is going to be planted, getting through this pit. A nightmare, but at the very least, when Sufat does make his way over, look at the concern right now from Wolves about a flank towards B. They're doubling up for that. Oh, and it's just wasting time. Juicy can't win a crucial duel.
And he can't double up with anyone from Waterfall because of that pit. He's solo in that position.
The round is slipping away. Prowler needs to be used to spot someone out, hoping to get some spam through the pit.
Oh, 1 by 1, White, they set up and they're fed to the wood chipper. I think at this point, Sufat realizes There's no point forcing the issue any further. Lysol caught out, both guns stripped away from Wolves. With an economy still to be able to buy, that is a devastating round to drop to SEN.
1 round away, Sentinels from taking their first match here after struggling at Bangkok, going 0 for 2, sent home early. You could feel the frustration from them, the way they were speaking about that tournament. Speaking about their failures to adapt as a team, to play together in the way that they needed to, and they've bounced back.
Marshall has decided to win the round.
For this final round 2, they're going to have significant ultimates to close things out. Wolves have got their full buy. And they stay in the game. Nightfall ripped immediately onto Lysor. So much pressure towards his way.
Decken wants to get up here with this showstopper. That's a deep rocket.
Oh, he went for the snipe with that.
No catch though, Sealfat respects it.
Yeah, that was a fire shot.
Slow down a little bit though, SEN have not left rubble. But they can still pull out. We've seen this before, bouncing over.
Anxious to end the round there. I don't know.
More than happy that both ults are gone within the first 20 seconds and did not do a damn thing for SEN. They don't even really have much control of rubble. Juicy's pushed up towards box, has Spring on stairs ready to swing off when John is just trying to keep them distracted, keep them on this site.
That's an extra 5 to 8 seconds in which Wolves do think something's happening at A, even if John doesn't have any follow-up. That means it will be YU again that has to anchor this C site alone.
At this point, though, they're not believing it. Spring is getting over to the C site right now, and we'll be able to help YU on account of the delay from the mollies.
Viper's Pit now drawn out in the C side. It's going to be a tough ask to expect SEN to go there, so we're bouncing back. Time is getting short. 30 seconds left in the round, and the Vanguard appears to be Zelsis at B. Is A back on the menu?
Yeah, it looks like it. This is a very late pivot. They want to actually go into a B split. Threaten an A hit second. Opens up.
Working. They're going away from the B side, and they got the drop on Juicy. The one pick at A draws the defenders off the B side, and now it's pandemonium from Wolves trying to get back in. Lysor with a double. Decken and Bangful well away side. Now Zelsis out of the game. John clutching for the series. Spring and Lysor doubled up. Spray through smoke is wild. It's wayward, and Spring gets it to half. Now off of it. Looking to team up with Lysor here, and John has very little to look at. Somehow finds Spring, and he doubles.
GG. They panicked.
Plants the flag for Americas here in Toronto. Clutching up the game as Sentinels walk away with the 2-0.
What a final round from SEN's IGL. John, beautiful calling into that pivot towards B, catches out Juicy, and then clutches it out in the 1 versus 2. SEN starts strong, but man, did Wolves come out swinging. No one expected this game to be that close back on split. They kept trying to get in the mix on Lotus. It felt like they were always so close to maybe manifesting a comeback, but SEN were...
What's the next game? MIBR? Oh, avoid Baker Gym. That's going to be another boring game.
Out of the group chat. Here to help you manage your money so you can make it happen. We're here for it all. Budgeting and investing all in one place. TD. Ready for you.
5-round streak. Past that point, every single round.
Yeah, sure you did, Benny. Sure you did.
Convincingly at that.
Yeah, dominant rounds in there for the most part. Anti-ecos were as clean as can be. No phase BS today. Can Legacy keep the good times rolling? Long control heard. FaZe pull back from Cat.
No, it's okay, man. You do you, bro.
Scrambling right now to stop this push. The smoke break is something that gives FaZe an advantage, and Elige will double up through the.
We got simple on the sticks. Totally.
A couple more heads, but FaZe are right now doing good on their part of the bargain. Only Lato left. 1v3 when it sets off, and he's got the bomb control as well. Don't count him out.
Good stuff for Elige to keep that one in check. FaZe knows
Elige, Jonathan Jablonowski.
That A site is, and so they do good to just clothesline that last guy, get the pistol round, and look to close the gap versus Legacy. That's their first round since the first 5 of Dust 2.
No plant. No problem. Legacy still go for the force. Their confidence is undeniable at this major. And somehow they get that entry. Simple re-swings. It's the rifle he gets low, but the pistol that puts him down and jump close. Carrigan stops control getting taken. evens it up. All Legacy have got is long, so they're going to use it.
Oh.
This isn't feeling too squeaky clean for FaZe right now. They've been forced back by the util.
Still scared of Cat as well.
Yeah, that smoke from Carrigan is a necessity, but even that's problematic, right? Like, it's usually the case that when you lose long like this, you want to try and group on Catwalk, you want to try and own that part of the map. Because you don't have info there, you've had to smoke it off, and that actually has this knock-on effect now of slowing down the retake. This is Carrigan's smoke that FaZe is stuck behind. Frozen gonna get out with one. Goes both ways though. Sadson in the feed next. Looking for a little bit more. He backs off with the Deagle. Just trying to play the time on this. It's got to be Doom out from down in the pit. A lot of time ticked off this bomb already. And Elige hits
What a
it
shot by Elige, bro.
Dude, Elige, that's a crazy kill because he has to.
Dude, Lidden Vision's already having a good fucking tournament too. They actually are.
Absolutely needed that headshot as quick as he gets it. Yeah, I'm with you there. That round just looks so comfortable for FaZe. They feel so much threat from middle, from Catwalk, because they smoked the mid doors.
Three people. 110 HP, guys. Behind.
Almost loses them around. That lack of info, that block on short, that slowdown of the retake. Elige saves it. It's nice to see Simple invested. And he's going to need to be, as FaZe even out the score and try and pull back their map.
Look, FaZe just kind of need a bit of a carry right now. Rain has had a real rough series. He's just kind of fell off all series long, and it's not recovered in any shape or form here on Dust 2. That feels a little awkward. Yesterday he was bringing a lot to the table, but just a slow start and then never really recovering for Rain means FaZe almost feel like they're 4v5 here. And so that's where you want, you know, Frozen, Simple, running it back. They were both lights out on Dust 2 yesterday. Elige looking good. That holds some promise. There's still ways back into this for FaZe Clan. But we need that hero figure to emerge.
Who's it going to be? Oh my god, they don't even realize that walking through the mid-door smoke.
Ooh, Ruby butterfly knife? Yeesh.
As well, that's cheeky. It's not gonna work. Oh, info on top of a kill. Frozen knows their intention. So while they had the 5v4 in this round, Legacy have been strung out. Split 2-2, they've realized, and they're gonna go into B. Oh, no.
I mean, this is an eco round for Legacy, and they've got it down to a 3-on-3. Not only that, they've hit two of the heaviest hitters for FaZe Clan and knocked them out of play. Elige and Simple both dead.
Frozen's got to play retake.
Yeah, you're forgetting about Carrigan and Rain, though.
This is an angle.
Ah, no, they're fucking cooked. Dude, that's such a hard, like...
Frozen does everything he can, but will it be enough? Just Lux left to beat. The Deagle looking to knock out Frozen. He can't quite find him. And so there is Frozen with a big 4K to save FaZe Clan and put them back in the lead here on Dust 2. This guy's doing everything he can and then some to keep them in this. And so we might have found our hero figure. We might have found the guy to get behind for FaZe. It's Frozen right now leading the charge. A huge 4K, turning around a 2-on-3. And looks so comfortable the entire time. This is the sort of comfortability you're not really seeing on a lot of FaZe Clan players right now.
Yeah, you need it. Even whoever it is, we all know anyone on this team can save a game. But it has been a pretty barren list for FaZe today. Getting rid of those pistols is only one more step in the right direction. Legacy, everything to play with. AWP on Sadson, who have been talking up all day. Can you show us why once more? Simple's off on Cat side. Sadzin peering into middle.
Crazy.
Liege is down on long, assisting with Carrigan, so no one's here. Is this going to be an early mid to B? Are they just trying to get weird with it again through the smoke?
Oh my god, they got the op on simple, bro. I can't wait. Oh yeah, we're giving away our position, Liege, huh?
Oh, on a reload, perfect timing to strike. What a play! At least Simple's here.
Ah, here we go. Oh, the Silk Tiger too. Uh-oh. Ooh.
So Simple has to wrestle it back. He gets out with the advantage for FaZe. That's now enough for them to lean into a retake setup. Simple does what he has to. And 2 kills keep FaZe Clan in this round. Nissim out towards short. That's clean stuff. Finding Rain on the
Expect
run
one more.
Looks for a little bit more here, but it's that
He did,
hang
but
around that opens
timing.
him up to Frozen. Lato will be able to withstand it, and Sadzin's Orb holding down the long side. It's Simple, or it's nothing for FaZe Clan. Baits the shot out of the AWP.
No.
But he's out of ammo, and no time to win this in the clutch. Simple backs out.
Nice try, Crody.
Bows down. Legacy tie us up at 8-all.
Dude, I love watching Simple play. It's so much fun.
Even some really cool ideas from Legacy in this game. The little walk through that smoke in CT, I've never seen anyone do it quite like that. And because they're putting pressure in upper B at the same time, Elite really thinks they're coming out mid. As Molly's being thrown through tunnels, he's spamming the smoke. That's exactly what Dumat wanted. Sure, there's a couple of trades, but it's the post spawn that makes all the difference here for Legacy. Some off angles, catching FaZe off guard, as they have been all match long.
Yeah, whatever that means.
Simple with a hero orb. Knows he has to try and make a play, and Sadzin's aware of that too, holding the short run out.
Leech almost got him, but mollied off.
It's another gun dropped over.
Oh, low key, I kind of like the Neo Noir more than the fucking Silk Tiger, honestly.
For now, he dons that Simple AWP. Legacy don't jump the gun.
This really does feel like it's happening though, right? Doesn't it? It just feels like Legacy are in control of this game ever since those first 5 rounds. Responding as soon as they get weapons out in this T side.
3 kills on Rain. Oof. 9 in the entire series. Gonna find himself one on the 5-7. Rain, can this be his moment? It's a lot of damage, but
might not check.
Will get overran. Will they clear Frozen, who steals himself away? They've jump checked this, but not deep enough. Frozen fires off, and now they know they've got him in a box. Frozen's been dealt with, and Elige moves back in with this orb. But every shot has to land, every miss costs him dearly. As they're closing the net, they're already up on the ramp, and Elige is blindsided. Legacy back in the lead.
Not short of players on Legacy to have high-impact multi-kills in this series, and that's a huge difference maker, right? While players like Rain have gone cold, Carrigan, you know, not really here to pop off, although he does sometimes. Legacy, everyone's had their moment. Nissim with a big 3K right there. Dumao, first map. Sadzin, consistent across both. And Lux was playing really, really well. Back on Mirage too. So FaZe, this match is a guarantee, even after losing on Mirage in the way they did. But Legacy are stalled.
Dude, I thought he shot him in the head.
Victory right now. Shutting down pistols on long is no problem. And it's FaZe's gun round that decides their outcome.
I already know Simple's talking shit.
Is, while not the end of the world
I didn't know
FaZe,
it. I could feel
not
it.
A good sign.
Oh my god, my goat texture. Ah!
Kind of tumultuous period for the squad. Is any type of setback?
I want to play some CS:GO. I'm itching.
The vibe was different. They stated themselves that Dallas was just one too many stand-ins. and that they were waiting to
Very
get Rain
inspect.
back in the squad. Well, in this series, sadly, they're still waiting to get Rain back in the squad.
Oi.
Double kill opener for Lux and Lato out at the long doors. Simple, feeling desperate. Tries
That he is feeling desperate.
these fights, but anything shy of a huge multi-kill was never gonna
Oh my god, Rain with the fucking phase 2 Doppler butterfly knife. Put a little bit of red on that too, actually. Wow, everybody's got butterfly knives in this game, huh?
Step closer to stage 3. A team that were not even supposed
The phase
to
2
be
Doppler's
here.
so sick though.
Not only upsetting in the first stage, but 3-0ing and taking down FaZe Clan to do it. Is that really the world we're living in?
Nice.
That's what they're fighting for. 11-8. Taking these guns would be horrendous for FaZe. You can risk one more man, can't you? One single bullet onto Rain. Now Dinkt is held back.
Gucci nade.
Yeah, I mean, you're dead on though, right? This is so far and away from the expectations of what you thought for Legacy coming into this event. They had a limited turnaround time, as you say. They didn't even, they didn't even qualify to get here. It's through that kind of golden ticket situation. They managed to make it into the major. They get through stage 1. That kind of felt like, job done.
Ooh, that looks sick as fuck.
You'd already gone further than anyone expected, but now one of the most picked 0-3 squads.
Look at this. They got the fucking gambling ads just coming up. Look at this. 37.5 to 1.
Yeah, sure. A couple players have struggled today, but Legacy have played a great game of CS, and their T-sides have looked rock solid. They've managed a huge 7-round streak in this map.
I think the scoreline is almost disingenuous to how one-sided this has felt.
Yeah, I mean,
sure, like FaZe, they have a huge blanket of rounds, all thanks to these pistols and the conversions.
Yeah.
And the rounds that Legacy are winning so often are like 4-5 players alive. These are as dominant as you can get.
Well, you want a horrible stat? FaZe have won 1 gun round in this map. And it's not going to get better by the looks of things. 1 in middle, but long control taken by Lux. Little does he know it, he could move all the way up right now. Even his util is putting the fear in FaZe, keeping eyes on this side of the map. And if I'm Legacy and I look at that scoreboard, I see Rain 4 and 14, I say go B. That's where they're heading. 1 man in this site, 1 flash, 1 opportunity to keep FaZe in this game. Rain has to stand tall. 1 might not be enough.
Start scrambling around now, bringing everyone over. This does mean Legacy of 1 player just sat back on the extremities, so they're going to take the pace out of this. And they're waiting right now. Alicia's coming their way in through the tunnels. He's fed them this kill. Do they try and go back? Because Simple still stands down in the lower tunnels. And it's on his shoulders that FaZe's fate in this series is now resting. This has to be Simple's moment. 1 kill comes through. There's a reaction in the back line. Lux is starting to close the distance, but Lato's going to beat him to the punch. Simple flushed out. It's Frozen or it's nothing. Nearly 20 kills deep for Frozen. The one guy who's felt switched on, who's felt up to the task. Well, this is where he's got to show it.
He doesn't know where Lux is. There's no guarantees here. Lux has this one laid up. He's just going to knock it down. 12 rounds to Legacy. And a 2-0 looming over FaZe. As Legacy sit to go flawless in stage 2. The last team you would have expected. Against the most impressive on day 1.
É só o primeiro passo, a gente ainda quer ganhar o VCT Américas, não é só a classificação que a gente quer, e a gente vai por isso. Muito obrigado, a gente ama vocês.
Pouca gente, pouca pessoa sabe do que eu venho passando esse ano, em questão do meu pessoal, em questão da minha família. Então...
Dude, I can't watch this. That's gonna make me start crying. I can't do it. I can't do it.
E aquilo que nós combinamos lá atrás quando começou, primeiro o melhor da rua, depois melhor do bairro, depois melhor da cidade, melhor do estado, melhor do país e melhor do mundo.
You know, it is just such a beautiful and heartfelt moment watching them with their families on
Yeah,
the
I
stage,
can't.
and I just can't help but
Holy fuck, FaZe is about to lose to Lin Vision, dude. My pick'ems are absolutely chalked.
Calling it all the way back in Copenhagen, these Brazilian squads showing up and surprising, but failing to truly go deep.
Nah, I should have put MIBR making it through. Actually, I'm so tilted.
And on their journey to get there, they've often had to get through some of these Brazilian squads. That was the case back in Copenhagen and Shanghai. And so for Legacy to be the ones to kind of get the big picture revenge for that, it was just so unexpected. You wouldn't have been able to call this ahead of time.
Yeah, you talk about that major run in Copenhagen for all those Brazilian teams. It was Nissim and Lux in that Pain squad who were only a game away from playoffs. They lost to Na'Vi in the 2-2 game, a major that Na'Vi went on to win. So close. Three more chances for Legacy. Plenty of money to get it done. Unfortunately for FaZe, not a lot of reason to believe.
Run back to the
play again. This time more committed. Again, not even smoking the molly, just going through it. Maybe something that's worked in prac, but FaZe are having no problem. They're not getting caught off guard by this
Ooh.
very audacious move.
I don't think that's a Sapphire, though. I think that's just a FaZe, phase 4.
You win the round, but 2 times out of 2, FaZe have held down.
Oh, Wally fucked up.
Reigns also doubled his kill count in these last few rounds. Legacy might have had a lot of chances to get this one over the line, but FaZe aren't a team you can squander them against. Well, Sharp, that's nice for Satin. That's a wild shot to send them in. Lux is also up next.
Also, I want you guys to take note of this pro team running 2 ops.
Pulls it out in time, and Lux is a dead man. It's just Satin.
I'm pretty sure Benny and Francis did this at some point. Oh, fuck. I'm talking in Discord, bro. Benny's not even here.
So time, not a problem yet for Sadson. He has a moment here to make a play, make a move. How does he want to dissect this? He hears them falling back into the spawn. Nothing being offered to Sadson. No chance to make this clutch a little easier. It will be a 3v1 retake. They wait for that tap. He's hoping that draws.
Why would you make noise?
FaZe do not move a muscle, only going now. And so Sadzin has to fight all 3 heads of the FaZe clan beast at once. Steadies the aim, but Alicia's quick. Up through the ramp, he gets pincered. FaZe clan, double digits secured as they chain together 2 rounds in a row.
Yeah, those are the moments that you are feeling very confident in for FaZe clan to make the right decision, to not overplay an anti-clutch. They pull all the way back. They put the pressure on him to make the next move. And Alicia, big 3K, alone in the bomb site when a 5-on-3 is crumbling around him to put it together. Legacy try back-to-back. B plays through a Molotov. They need to show some more depth. This T side, they've got a bunch of rounds, 5 in a row earlier off the rifles.
Yeah, the thing I'm getting a bit nervous about here is, you know, for Legacy, this all feels like one big pipe dream, and I don't think they can believe how much success they've found, but up until now they play with a real confidence, a real looseness. It's when you hit 12, when you're on match and series point with that chance to go 3-0. They've stripped back the calling, they've tried to go as simple, as bare bones as possible, eager to get this game finished. And it might be in that eagerness, in that back-to-back set of B plays, that they've given FaZe Clan a lifeline.
It's true. Simple has an op.
And FaZe are eyeing up OT.
Elige, no. You've been playing this so good.
Really need the round win. Really need to end this series here and now. Lux in middle. Does Elige clear this corner? Doesn't look like it. Free kill. And the A site is weakened. It's only Simple.
Well, you've been waiting for Simple to have his moment. This has to be it, but the first shot misses.
Oh.
Bob gets on the line. Simple gets out with a double kill. Hold on a second. Simple. Ready to go. He's logging this in for FaZe.
He's here. He's arrived.
Simple just hit that. And now the rest of FaZe start to arrive.
Oh my goat. My goat.
Their hopes resting on the shoulders of Lato. And Simple tears this win from Legacy's grasp. It's now left floating on the breeze. Simple shows up in round 23.
And that
FaZe Clan one away from overtime.
Your best opportunity squandered now, Legacy. Your money now gone. No plant, no chance in. Plenty of rounds to make this happen. But into the eye of the storm. And it's the Simple show that might give us overtime. Legacy, look at that buy. Pales in comparison. Are they going to pick up the pace? Are they going to risk it again on this B-bomb site?
I mean, look, it's a poetic way for it to end. This time it's coming out of necessity. This is for overtime. Or the win, the 3-0 finish in stage 2.
Oh, wow, what an execute. Here we go.
This is where they started losing this streak of rounds to put them in this position. Rain's been the guy struggling all game long, and he can't withstand it. The pistols will break through. FaZe left a man down on the retake.
Holy, the simplest play in the world wins them the round.
Because in a second, FaZe will have to commit to this. Smokes down, they'll respect it for now. They lose Simple in the back line. Carrigan stuck fighting a losing battle, worried about the flank.
That's tough.
Elige is focused on what lies
GG.
ahead, and he can't break through. Legacy on pistols at the 11th hour. Look to close this out unless Carrigan can do it. And there's no beating back Legacy now. 3-0 finish in stage 2. The full 24.
Oh, it was Legacy. It wasn't even Lin Vision.
Oh, this run from Legacy is legendary. They go all the way into the top 16 of the major. A major debut for Satin. The deepest that the duo and Lato of Dumao have ever made in a major. And not only do they do it when they were never meant to be here, they do it over FaZe. They do it clean. They do it 3-0, 2-0 in the series. An undeniable victory for Legacy against a red-hot FaZe on that opening day.
Yeah.
Where is the limit for Legacy? Only
Damn.
time will tell.
That's the question. I mean, we are in uncharted waters with this squad now. That's the highest ranked team they've ever.
Okay, back to this. Hold on.
It becomes the duel show again.
Man, these 3 maps, I could not be more
Sunset Haven and Ascent, huh?
as a pick on its first introduced into Masters Toronto this year. I truly wonder what comp is MIBR going to run. And Genji on Haven. Genji's always ran master classes on that map. Always a treat to watch the macro.
This is a very it's risky, but it's also not, right? MIBR picking the Sunset. There's no footage of them on this map. We wanted some of the other teams to just have the balls to pick it, but they haven't done it so far. And if they were to take map 1, I think their chances are incredible in this series.
Yeah, honestly, I'm curious if MIBR are going to be rocking with the Neon on Sunset, because I think that
The
agent
Waylay?
is super good there.
Neon?
Osboss Neon.
Yeah.
I think it's time, personally.
Yeah,
finally, that would be such a treat to watch.
I wouldn't hate
I
the
think the
Waylay either.
Simple washed.
Osboss Waylay?
Yo, Benny, why are you typing to me? I'm literally in Discord. Benny, bro.
I'm not a Waylay believer, Sue. Sorry.
If it was anybody that can Slay on this
Simple's
stage,
not
it would
washed,
be
bro.
us,
He's
but
my goat.
Let's be honest.
Oh shit, you're in here? Sorry, I wanted to
thank
brush
you
my
for
teeth and then
enabling
you came.
No, I'm here, bro.
Feel like I lost.
Yeah, you did.
That guy sucks.
That's two things. No, Legacy's on like a massive run, bro.
And as we take a look
Yeah?
at the agents select texture,
Yeah.
it's gonna be
Not my goat.
the
My goat would never lose.
Oh my god, dude. You just gotta watch this guy and what he does with the op, and I promise you'll be inspired.
Yes, it is.
No.
That's kind of fire.
That's what donks
Are we
for.
seeing Viper deadlock on Sunset?
Or
here on
whatever that.
defense?
Donk's not an opper, though.
Be insane.
Yeah, that's just hate.
Donk's a rifler.
First of all, like, usually you're seeing like Cypher or Vise is almost must pick on this map.
Right.
You're almost always seeing that dedicated Sentinel. Deadlock as a solo Senti means you're very limited in terms of actual information you have.
I think what we're seeing
It's
here
like
is
Simple's
MIBR
first
approach
tournament
the idea
back. They played together for like a month.
incredibly attacker-sided. I know we
Wasn't he
haven't seen
on
any of it
Vitality? Or fucking Vitality?
No, he hasn't played pro since like the Russia-Ukraine war, bro. 2022, 2021.
Wait, I love this Sage. No, go
hell?
back her, but there was a Sage over for a second. That would have been so cool. Are we gonna?
We're gonna get the
I see why they
We're
lost
gonna get a neon head-to-head.
Yeah, so we were seeing
Damn.
Osmos pick up a few Neon games back at the end of playoffs. He was playing it
Alright,
on
predictions.
Oh, I guess Health froze over because Aspas is on Neon. Predictions: Gen G win this because Aspas is on Neon.
It's the right choice. I'm ready for
Doesn't
it.
he always play Neon on this map though?
Does he? I feel like he doesn't have anything good except to fucking like he's just uncomfortable on other agents.
I think
there's nothing we can
Sunset
do but
he
have
plays
fun
Neon
with
every
this
single time.
series.
Really?
MIBR going up against Gen G. Texture v Aspas once again. This is going to be a banger.
One of the most hype matchups we have coming into this Swiss stage.
I don't know the
Incredible
last time they
players
played
across the
fucking
board.
Neon, but
a
you know.
lot of players
Yeah.
who have done it all on the biggest stage. Yeah, Texture and Aspas are going to be the first two names everybody's looking at, but there's so many talented players beneath them that are going to be doing some big things. I've been really impressed with Zen. I'm watching him over in Americas. He's done a really good job. Verno has slotted in so nicely for MIBR coming over to this team. He has integrated so quickly. Beyond impressive what he's been able to do.
Yeah, obviously both squads as well having some of those rookies here that are finding their footing for the very first stage at a global event. Ash there for Gen G. But Toronto, are you ready to get into this series? It is certainly going to deliver. Let's go ahead and jump right into the pistol. Aspas taking a tad bit of damage here in mid, just a straight shot through the smoke. Finds him down to 75 HP.
Trying to find a way in through the market. They're going to be given access to the Deadlock util there, blocking off the front of that site.
Headshot. Connecting there onto Verno. Ash with the cleanup, able to find him. Sheriff in hand. Aspas again taking damage, just eating it here on the entry. Does manage to crouch down, stays hidden.
Benny, I was thinking, I was like, I should have changed my pick'ems to have MIBR winning this.
Why?
I just have a feeling. Not winning, maybe not winning this game, but like making it out of groups.
Looking really clean. Looking like they've got some good ideas behind this Deadlock. I think this might be the first time
Wait, who do you have winning
Moxie
groups again?
played
Or
that I
going to
can
playoffs again?
remember.
You have
Gen G,
Played it, but obviously not on Sunday.
Sentinels, Paper X, Team Heretics.
They've got some ideas to try to block off that front B entrance, and
I
then
mean, to be fair, I think like whoever wins this game is gonna make it.
they're going to be able to clean up any entry from that angle. They do a phenomenal job of it. Ash, another big question mark, one of the newest players we have here in Pacific on Gen G. He has stepped in nicely as that info initiator generally was playing.
You think those are paid actors?
Now, of course, with the nerfs going to be switching over.
What?
Big kills with that
They're always
Sheriff
paid actors.
to open things
Oh
up. A bunch of
shit.
Guardians for Gen
Yeah,
G.
they paid people to come watch the game.
Big fans of that gun.
That they are. So a little touch of damage there. Orb going to be picked up. Fast track that rolling thunder.
Oi.
Karon, the one tap, the spike now on the floor, sliding
Oi.
across the way. Karon still wreaking havoc. Is he able to peel one back? Karon will fall. Weapon to be lost, but that's about
So I
the
haven't seen
texture.
Genji play in so long.
Sliding
Man.
right
Who
up
the
into
fuck is
Verno's
that?
face, greets him with a 3K, and it's going to be
Am I
Gen
stupid?
G. Overall, a very clean anti-eco.
Bro, what happened to that other guy they had?
So far, so good. Got some good
Suggest.
I mean, for Gen G,
I feel like the last time I watched Gen G, they had that Suggest guy, no?
They want to pressure you. They want to use the Sentinel utility.
Am I crazy?
Really
I can't remember.
block off one site, the access to it. They want to make sure that you're not going to be able to
I don't
run
remember
that
the
part of the
fucking
map.
guy at all.
And then let
Yeah,
Texas
me either.
control another side. That's typically
I just remember watching that Haven game with you, and they were both at the bottom, the two new guys.
to go for those lurks. I was talking to Coach Alex
Ash
from
and
TRX
Foxy.
the other day.
Dude, Ash was
Karon's off the races.
Oh, maybe it was Ash and Foxy, actually.
We already lose Aspas.
Yeah, blink and you miss it.
He's on one of the teams. He must be on a different team.
No, he's on the bench. He's still
Inside
on the
of B
active
main,
roster.
Aspas dead.
Oh, is he?
That's all of your entry power taken out of your hands here.
But look how aggressive.
Oh,
they
yeah,
are
is
on the
Foxy
back
not in
end.
Suggest?
Karin all the way pushed down A main. He has so much info, and they
That's
get
right.
that early kill, and they immediately
remember.
use the safety and the comfort of the deadlock utility to fall back onto the B site to open things up. Now, this is good work by MIBR to open up mid. Just got Ash here watching it right
I
now.
just wanted this to be a close game.
Hold it back is Ash. Okay, welcome to the global
Yeah.
stage. Finds himself 2 quick kills. Verno going to be eliminated. It's now just Shen to try to stay alive and hold on to this weapon. No chance
Not a
of
close
recovery
game.
whatsoever.
Go next.
To swing in, finds the headshot. Will stop it from being
So
a
my beer's not
flawless.
pick 2.
See if he's going to be able to find some more to slow down the bankroll here of
Hang
Gen
on.
G. Right now, it's about to spiral out of control. Some noise made. They go to these tiles, and Karin is there on the prowl. 3-0 start with a bonus conversion. Gen G looking strong thus far on Sunset.
Yeah, I mean, really out of the curve right now, our Gen G. And I was going to say that Coach Alex from Paper X told me that he hates playing against Gen G. He finds them to be one of the most annoying opponents to go up against because of the map control to take, the way that they're trying to just cause problems on your flanks, on your back sides. They are so difficult to get through. They lock down sites so well.
You know what I realized? I think this game's a lot more fun to watch
A little
play
help from
sometimes,
Ash
and I think
just
CS
having
is the
a
opposite.
tremendous double kill up at top mid.
This game's a lot more fun to watch than play, and CS is the opposite. CS is more fun to play than watch.
Yeah.
Could be a big way to try. Just
Yeah, I
get the
agree.
ball rolling here. Drone able to spot out at least.
I
one.
agree with that.
Ash had gotten scouted.
That's a good read.
Gage
That's a
down,
good
Fox
read.
Already within it though, so not going to be giving over any information. And that means that
Ass
does get
fast.
taken down. Outspots now once again dropped. Texture trying to play off the one way. Going to be good for one. Get some damage across onto the other.
I think his team's got to fight before he goes through and runs at them like that.
He's able to go ahead and scoop up the Vandal, a chance to maybe deal a bit more damage to Karin. Low on HP, but still finding the headshot.
Oy.
Back to back.
Terron's going nutty.
It's a 3K for the Omen. 4-0 start. Gen G not allowing any thrifties.
Yeah, they're so active on the map, putting some pressure on towards A main. Foxy again, really clean. Trying to get Aspas going. Karan having none of it. Texture just says, well, they've got weak guns. I'll just see what I can get done. And Karan just steady. A player who has impressed last year. Had a few ups and downs this year. But overall, we still know what he's capable of when he's at his best. And he is a difficult player to go up against, especially on the defender side.
Yeah, so early timeout. Necessary one called here from MIBR. See what Coach Fraud's going to be able to do to try to right the ship here. Get the players back into the action. Thus far, just one kill on pretty much everybody on MIBR at the moment. Ospas 0-4-0. Munchkin, no charges towards a Viper's Pit. He has gotten 0 involvement in any of the action. Hasn't died, hasn't gotten an elimination. Just has 1 assist to his name.
Maybe we can look at Munchkin's
Thought
Econ
I'd do it.
rating after this.
This might be a fucking a wash.
I mean, Karan is finding
flat 0.
It is, yeah.
I
He
hope
doesn't
not,
need
man.
to do anything. Just buy some guns
I
for other
thought
people.
the other
But,
game was gonna be a wash.
This has been pretty solid.
That game was actually pretty close.
Defensive
Well, the
ideas
second
there,
map wasn't.
Getting really aggressive at the
What's
points
the
of
score
attack
for second
early, then kind of peeling back.
Like
Taking that
13-8 or
early man
something.
advantage, and then forcing
that's not bad.
MIBR to make some moves.
I
They've been
saw
hitting
I
some
saw that Nils
disgusting
was
shots
doing
along
fucking
the way.
like
So Gen G, one of the teams that,
was like
you know, when it
4 or
came to
something like
the
that.
3
I was
teams
like,
that
fuck.
came out of Pacific, a lot of people are saying this may
Yeah,
actually
that's what
be
Split
the best
ended
game
at.
of the 3.
Oh, I was
You
like,
know,
I'm
despite
waiting for map 2
them
at this point.
falling to RRQ there in the grand finals. I
The
think
map
that's-
one was good, but that's just like
NBA team,
Split.
if they keep looking like this, who
Yeah,
knows?
it's
But
one-sided.
still a lot of work to do, of course. And Sunset, a map that I was pretty curious about for them because going back to 2024, they started off really hot on this map. They were really, really good. But as the year went on, they fell off. They started to lose to teams in Pacific. So going back with a very different comp, though, a very different look than what we saw last year.
And that was one of the things, was that inflexibility from Gen G saying, no, we think this is still good enough, not really being willing to make pivots in the compositions. That has changed.
I mean, the only thing you're keeping is the Sova and the Omen. So that's really impressive that they've been this well prepared.
Big reveal on the Munchkin. He's able to strafe back. Caron dropping down off the top here. And Market re-swings the corner. Said I'm going to be taking down Texture. Second kill. Spatezia hits the floor. The operator's singing out here for Gen G. And the timeout is not going to lead to much of anything. It's a flawless in response. Gen G now 5-0. The economy
Oh
once
my
again
god, they're smiling and having fun, bro. It's over.
In their micro position. They're going high-low on
I think they're always fine.
Caron
Especially
swinging
the
out
fucking
around
Texture
a
guy.
box
Guy's
when you're
always
not
happy.
expecting it.
Even when
He
they're
starts
losing, this
out
guy's
high.
happy.
They go low. Munchkin's up on top of the box.
It's
and I mean,
over,
this is
dude.
so
That's their
difficult to
secret.
read The defensive positions of Gen
Have
G.
fun.
You probably wonder coming into this map. The desk talked about it.
Have
This is
fun,
a
just
tactical
secret.
map. Usually, well, Gen G is to pick which side they go for.
This guy's going crazy. Wait, what were you up till 6 a.m. doing, bro? Playing that OMFG game? Oh my FG?
Until 4 fucking Francis.
And then?
Jiggle peek there on the angle.
Oh no, dude, the sleep schedule is actually fucked.
Two guardians here for
It's
the side of
over.
MIBR. Rest of the players
GG.
with
You're
shouts.
gonna have to pull an all-nighter to fix it.
They are weak though. Glass cannon.
Is that just gonna make it worse?
No, you pull an all-nighter, you stay up all day, you don't sleep, and then you go to bed at like 9 p.m.
Caron looking for a little bit more. Munchkin can take it down. Caron does fall. Verno, some very nice shots.
That's how all the grown-ups do it, Benny.
To be scooped up. As Dart, however, will still get the reveal.
I don't remember the last time I actually stayed up like all night.
Weapon upgrades here.
Yeah, me either.
As the Kid Cortezia
Last time
joined in
I
as
think
well.
I used to stay
So
was
we'll
like
take the
6 o'clock.
Guardian. Texture.
Yeah, it was pretty late, bro. I go to bed at like
They're
midnight.
not playing around a main, so now
Did you?
mid
When
has
did you go
to
to
be
bed
a
last night?
concern.
Like
Ash is gonna be
11:30.
called upon again to maybe
Damn.
come up with a huge play to try to
Early
shut
as fuck.
MIBR out of the round.
Damn.
Makes noise.
Oh no.
Cuts back over in towards Boba. The slow creep up seems like he's got a read on this, but is he going to be able to hold the line? Faces forward, finds the first. Ospas answers back. 2v2. Foxy9 still here on the site. Ospas on the peak, immediately shut down. What a shot from Foxy9. The net getting the connection. And Foxy getting the headshot.
Retro Raggy.
What a round here for Foxy,
No,
player
that
who
shit's
had a
over.
short stint on the bench for
This
Gen
is
Z.
MIBR's
With
Matt
a
pick.
fire underneath him. He has been incredible for the second half of stage 1. He has been lighting up Pacific, and he's doing a phenomenal job again. I mean, his site anchoring has improved so much this year. He is such a fearsome opponent to try to get through because of that incredible individual skill that he has. And when he can make good decisions on the back of it, Genji will be in full form and will be a
13-0 or what?
anybody in this event.
4 ults to work
If
with
it
here on the
is.
side of MIBR. Swing around the corner. There's the Hunter's Fury. Ospas having to dodge these. Falls down to 45. Quick cancel. As Venom is able to find one. Munchkin dealt with.
Oh, why did you cancel the Hunter's Fury?
Back of the B side. Wall still in the goal. Go ahead and hold them in position. Stems the tide.
Okay, no.
I like Genji have a read on Venom's position here at the moment. Finds himself in market rolling that are going to be coming through. Caron on the TP. Gets himself safely into the back of the site once again. Dodging out that stun.
Sobal
Way to
is
go.
here.
Yeah, they've completely taken over the A side.
That
This is
pings
something that
him.
MIBR likes to do.
We're
Is to
doing
send
nothing with it.
Ospas on lurks.
We
to find
did
open
nothing with the
space, to
breach
find
ult.
flanks.
It's about to find texture. Here around the corner, the slow walk
boy.
forward, scoped in, trying to clear out the angle, and Ospas has the headshot. Up now on the floor, MIBR pole position to try to get the first round win. See if Shenham's going to be able to hold down this angle, but Caron almost finds him sleeping. Still trying to flush him out. A bit of a back and forth here. One that Caron does manage to win. Spike now going to be planted here on the A site. Hunter's Fury available for Verno if he can play in a disconnected position.
Oh my
As
God.
Owens
Oh
goes
my.
into the open, and he just takes the fight. He takes out Artsy.
This Ash guy's insane, bro.
Hunter's Fury no longer a viable option. Having to play close. Sends out the recon. Cortezia gonna be dead. Verno now into the 1v3.
Oy.
Finds the first to defuse, being held. Shock Dart will connect.
Oh.
He's good.
If he wins this, MIBR's back.
Clutch. Another shock dart to Karen's feet. Takes himself.
Oh.
Away.
Get Sobal.
3K into the Red Bull clutch.
Yeah,
MIBR
word,
on
right?
the board.
Man, that is so back and forth, but Verno breathing life here into MIBR. And that round looked like it might be Genji going from a 3v5 into winning. These shock darts and the follow-up spray, perfect. Just understanding these angles. Talked about at the beginning how impactful he's been coming in for MIBR. And that right there is a huge round.
Huge performance from him. I mean, he's got
All right, we're on the board.
the whole rest of the team. He's got the same number of kills collectively there.
That round is fucking massive, by the way.
Certainly being seen.
Oh yeah.
Heavy stack on this A site though, from the side of Genji. Three players in position, ready to try to intercept this attack.
Changed up the deadlock positioning.
Stubbins on this position noted. Foxy ignoring it. Tries to go in for the ultimate, but it's going to be canceled as he gets shut down. Fantastic shot there from Artsy that saves Ospas' life. Tucked into the corner. Hunter's Fury, no damage found, no ping reveals. MIBR making the decision to go ahead, slowly back away. Munchkin quite far forward though in B main. Maybe able to catch them by surprise. He's ready to swing out, but they know that they've given up their space, and now he's been spotted. He has to peel back.
Oh, Cortezia had an opportunity there to take the operator out of the round. Couldn't quite convert.
Would have been a big pick there, but he's going to make up for it by finding the headshot there on the Munchkin. Relay bolt to hold him in position for the time being, but ping reveal off the neural theft. They know exactly where Texture's at, but they can just ignore him. Go for the spike plant.
Spike planted.
Overdrive is available. Do they want to try to commit that here in the 3v4?
They've got no real great ability to pressure. Oh, they're going to go for it.
Pops it, fast lane, gonna be sent, some spam coming his way, slides in, able to find Artsine, looks for Cortezia, but Karan will be there for the quick trade out. Now we go into a 2v2, both players playing here in main. Smoke down, the TP in, defuse it being started. The overdrive though from Aspas, tearing them asunder as Ash, so very low, eventually will get flushed out. Verno collects both kills.
Another wild round. The pace of these have been incredible, and a lot of that is because Gen G normally likes to get aggressive early in the rounds, but this time they play a little further back. They give up some of that space intentionally. Foxy9 was still hanging on to his barrier mesh as well. Wasn't able to use the ult or given the opportunity to throw down some of that, so you couldn't really stall them out. And they took a lot of map space because of that. They're able to claim some mid control with Cortezia, keep Texture off balance, and then find a really nice kill onto Munchkin. Isn't able to really find those lurks just yet. Now he's got a judge. Trying to get things turned around. See if they read this.
Finally whittled away at, on both sides. But do they want to actually commit into the position they're reading?
They lost.
They're unable to find the opening kill. It's going to be even more damage dealt. I'm taken very, very low.
Oh my god, that's the second time, bro.
Cortezia having to back away, but now they've had kind of both site access points. Door just slammed in their faces. What does the call end up being here for MIBR?
Oh yeah, you remove the neon, you remove the breach. It's so difficult now to make an entry. You got to get a good paranoia, good recon maybe, but it's still a tough ask for MIBR.
Recon confirming that presence still here. Feels like the entry in from market from Cortezia is going to have to be absolutely monstrous.
It's been pinged out by Gen G. Oh my god, Ash.
I mean, he only had 2 HP, but
30 seconds
still
left.
just able to find him blind through the smoke off of timing. Verno similarly does get tagged up as well. Now out in the open, Foxy9.
Hold on, Francis, nothing racist.
Net will not connect.
Yeah.
Verno having to fight his way out of a very difficult position.
I appreciate that, Benny. I was actually thinking about that. I'm like, nah, Francis would know.
Just tell the stream.
Up to 7, guaranteeing a lead at the half.
No. Wait, aren't you at work still?
Really impressed.
You're working today on a Sunday?
On his international debut.
From home.
So it's really hot.
Someone from head
One way to
office
get Munchkin going.
doesn't want me to work on their
Get him
computer
into a
while
tricky
they're
spot
working,
with it.
and they work 5 days a week. Like, hello.
Oh shit.
All right, Francis, quick. How do you want me to do this?
Should probably hop in a different call if Jordan's streaming.
Yeah, you're right. All right, Jordan, I'll be right back.
What the fuck?
I bet I can tuck into this corner and catch him completely off guard. He's just so good at reading his opponents. Ash playing a little bit further back, setting up for the crossfire with Texture. Inside A main. Is a weaker buy. Verno with the hero rifle.
Little bit of noise being made here. Texture just walking forward. And, a little bit of movement. Said he cannot find that shot, but he quick scopes back in to take down Aspas. 3 peaks, finds himself a second. Just one by one having a fall, but Artsy with a nice shot. He's able to go ahead and put that operator back down onto the floor.
It's bought a ton of time, though, for the reinforcements to arrive for Gen G. And MIBR seemingly don't feel like they have many other options but to commit to this.
Not exactly the weapon that you want to pick up to try to utilize on the attack on this site, but Shenham is able to make work of it. Get some value from that operator. There's still an opportunity here for MIBR, but now it starts dwindling.
Spike down A.
Spike going to be left on the floor. Just trying to slowly swing further and further. Try to gain some line of sight into A, but now he's going to be smoked off with this operator. Not likely.
Burno, bro. Whiffing.
Shot dart in from behind, and Burno unable to find the kills. And I'm just going to be ping revealed out. Not much else to be done here. Has to go for the timing shot. Ash will flush him out. 8-2. Gen G back in the driver's seat.
Yeah, I mean, you just get that operator right back over to Texture. A little bit off on the first one, but the follow-ups were good. You just don't have many other choices. Love the way that Karan is playing on site, not giving Zenom the chance to really do much with that operator. Never gave him the angles, was aware
Today
of
the 8th and the 9th. Today's the 8th.
Good coordination with Tom for Gen G. Really in control here on this defender side. And it's going to have to be another timeout for MIBR.
Always the toughest pill to swallow, having to commit both of these in that first half, but just given the circumstances, the state of things, it's absolutely necessary.
No, you have to. I mean, they just really haven't been able to find much success other than the rounds where Gen G wasn't playing aggressive early, where they weren't taking control of the mains. Those were the rounds that they were able to get it done, and Gen G just went right back to creating pressure early. And that is completely throwing MIBR off. They're not used to teams being that aggressive. But Gen G, again, loves that map control. That is what this team is all about. It is setting up your team to make it impossible for them to get through. And even if they do, then you've already got lurks going. You've got other things happening, and you're able to respond quickly.
All right, well, back into the action. We'll see if this can lead to a couple more round wins. MIBR still with an opportunity to try to make this an 8-4 half, recovered as much as humanly possible. They do have a Rolling Thunder available to try to make that happen. But at this point, feels like it's pretty much necessary. Granted, they're playing into a very defending-heavy composition with Foxy9 on that deadlock.
Good paranoia, though.
Let's get them to go ahead, back away from the forward angles. Barrier mesh set up to try to cut this off, and just even on the spam out, are able to go ahead and clear out one of the sonic sensors.
Look at Karan.
Flush against this tripwire here.
And Munchkin right behind now. Even Texture starting to make a move. Sees the tripwire, but
look how far back they're playing. They're expecting this Rolling Thunder to come through to try to entry onto the site.
They don't want to give this up until the confirmation comes through that they're going to be planting onto A.
Without any real issues moving forward, they're just not going to commit this ultimate, so they don't send it out. And now that flank around the back has been noted. Nazboss able to win the fight here on the forefront as Foxy9 does get taken down, but Munchkin around the back. They weren't ready for that second layer. He strikes, finds 2 kills.
Cage triggered.
Not seen with this Rolling Thunder, could be monstrous though for the post plant. He's got it set up and ready to go. Hearing Texture trying to sprint forward, trying to get ahead of it. And he will just get shut down. Timing though, Munchkin swings around the back. Ospas found. The time is getting away from them here as Bethesda hits a great shot out from Ali. It's all on Ash now, and he cannot get it done. Huge round from MIBR. They get themselves a third.
Yeah, that is a dangerous round. And they do a great job of avoiding some of those traps that Gen G wants to set up, but the TP there, I believe, heard by Zenom. And that shuts down Kara, and then Munchkin somehow finds 2 back there. Cortezia, though, really starting to come to life, hitting some snappy shots. Much needed here for MIBR. See if they can find the 4th. 1 more to go in the half.
Neural Theft available, as well as from the shadows. Hunter's Fury, 1 charge away for Verno. Very solid tools about to be available. Munchkin, though. Viper's Pit, finally available. Took a while. We'll see when that comes into play, if at all. And we'll just go ahead and try to lock down any access towards this A side. Texture playing forward, finding 1. The breach now eliminated. The re-push. And
oh my.
He's playing on a knife's edge. Karen at the same time going to be
I mean, like, all you need is 3, but
just for the re-peek.
they gotta get this guy's off out of this head, like.
Finding 1, finding a second, looking for the 3rd, runs out of bullets. It's just Cortezia, no corpses to try to play off, to try to get a reveal. Now being hunted here. Just sending the ult, trying to get any kind of stray tag. None to be found there, but Munchkin is slowly approaching around the back.
It's one of those a little bit too nervous situations with a little bit of trying to do too much.
Cortezia can find this. Maybe he can make a run, but Munchkin will be able to get it done. 9-3, Gen G way
That's
out
what
in
I
front of
think
the
is
half.
going wrong with
This is-
MIBR right now.
Better than I was expecting at all for this team.
Not at all. Well, a lot of work to be done here from MIBR. We'll see if they can get the pistol when we come back after halftime.
Yeah.
Crimson unable to find anything.
Holy fuck, all I'm seeing is Dust 2. Oh my god, we got Team Falcons next.
I think that's
Sheesh.
what you're talking about. That's the excitement Nico's got to wear.
Yeah, you just can't pretend like, oh, we're the best.
I don't think it's a coincidence that you got FaZe and Team Falcons playing right when the Valorant games are going on at the same time.
Clapping their hands and cheering for beating OG
That is
in a
not
round
a
they had one
coincidence,
rifle.
by the way.
You have to.
Never seen Nico clap, actually.
Not a coincidence.
Seen his eyes roll back to his head.
I've seen him nearly punch a wall.
Yeah, yeah. Caress a wall. Put his hand through a table. Clapping, I don't know.
No.
So, haven't seen that.
And that's what going 0-2 will do to a man. Get you feeling some kind of way.
0-2 will get you clapping.
Molly right ahead of the CT stack up. Very little for OG, so have less belief this round than he did in the last. Hold on. Crimson 5-7 kill makes it somewhat interesting towards Cat's side, but then Buzz gets a little frisky through the mid door.
That's I mean, it might not matter, but that's a little bit of a bad move here for Buzz. Obviously, there was so much action inside of middle, and it was 5v4 for just a moment. So now they lose the ability to really run down the clock, and it looks like Falcons are ready for that second layer re-aggression in mid.
Yeah, so many players here for both teams, but ooh, sees an ankle. Gets killed for it. And Crimson's flank from top middle gets found out. Perfect Molotov.
What a
placement here to
fucking
unravel the
molly.
little that's left, all while Nico goes on this expedition through the B site. So this one goes down real smooth. Maybe if Buzz is still alive, they can hope they get another kill. But it did feel like Falcons were.
When the observers cut to him and he's just popping heads, he looks great. But you got to watch his positioning. Watch him on the minimap. The way that he's moving around sites, he's so difficult to track, and he's so aware of the situations that are his opponent in. I mean, I always go back to that Xenom moment when he had the operator, and he never gave him an opportunity to use it. Even used a smoke up there to make sure that the angle that he was going to come through was really unfavorable. It's all these little things that he does as the Omen that make him one of the best on the planet.
I mean, it was the thing that kind of caught everybody's eye immediately. It wasn't just his aim, but his movement, his mechanics, his game sense were always so damn crisp from the very get-go. But MIBR now turn our focus to this squad to see if they're going to be able to make a massive run back. Some people believe in curses. MIBR is certainly hoping that that is true as they go into this pistol, a must-win. Otherwise, Gen G will find themselves at double digits. Clear on the recon. Quad push basically out into mid. Tezia out over towards that market door. Let's look at the shove them back, but okay, well, count on for all the praises that we sing, and he's going to be the first one to fall. It's a nice shot to come through from Artsy.
Meanwhile, Munchkin's just free roaming over at A. I mean, we do have Verno a bit close, but he's going to get some pretty easy access to the site. Although MIBR starting to get a read onto this. If they've left this space open, they're aware of that negative space. Let's see if they can stop Gen G from getting in and getting a plant going.
Barrier mesh. Difficult to try to clear out when it comes down to these pistols. Immediately going to start spamming it, though, try to work this down as quickly as they can. And there you go. Nothing found there off the net. Couple shots exchanged, but no real damage going to be taken here. Still the player advantage for the side of MIBR as they get ready to go on this retake.
There's 3 sheriffs in the hands of Gen G. They can connect.
Trying to find a timing. There you go. Munchkin coming up big, finds 2. Brings it now into a 3v3.
Look at this reclear.
Is Sheriff not going to be recoverable, though, for Foxy9 unless he can make his way all the way across. Paranoia does get sent. Shock Dart damage going to be found as Ash falls down to 11 HP, but still is good. Going to be good for 1, and now they know exactly where Verno's at. Revealed by the recon, the slide in. He's completely, utterly surrounded. Now
Not again.
Locked on the floor, but he gets the tap and brings it into the 1v1. Swings out, runs out of bullets. 2 bullets remaining.
Ooh.
The time is not there, but my God, Verno, you are an absolute menace.
What a fucking
Oh
clip,
my
by the way.
goodness. He is on fire today. 14 kills. He's now tied with Karan in the kill department. I mean, if he just has a few extra seconds here, but the delay, the stall, Ash in particular, the way he's working around the box on site, very, very heady.
And it's bittersweet because they cannot get the round win conversion off the back of that gorgeous play. But my God, Verno.
They're buying up here. MIBR.
They are.
Yeah. They're feeling the pressure. They're getting a little aggressive over towards A main, but Gen G being very patient. They're wary of something, and they're right to be so. They're taking their time to make sure that there's no deep push-outs. I mean, you saw it on the pistol round that they sent 3 right out of top mid. So you got to be ready. Some kind of aggression. Cortezia holding a tight angle.
That's such a tight angle.
Couldn't find any shots to connect them.
Not going to do much at that distance.
The
Playing for the
camera
information.
on the floor.
And Cam, got to catch him off guard.
Scanning ahead.
We've now confirmed that there's a force buy. So Gen G going to maybe play around a bit differently here. So it's going to be a quick pivot across. 3 players towards this A site.
Still being very methodical, our Gen G. Really taking their time. Still looking.
Very loose-lipped about their movements here. Texture's just stomping around. Trying to see if he can get any kind of reaction out of him. Paranoia goes across the site. It's not going to find either of these players in alley. Shedham's able to find that kill, and that can't be a timing potentially picked up. Texture now going to be paranoid.
Oh, he got dinked.
Dink at range puts Ash down to 70. Weapon not going to be scooped up. Foxy's able to find one now. Trades it out. Net connecting. Spike planted. Drone hunting around here from the back, but with the double face, Gen G are able to find Shedham getting that bulldog right back out of their hands. Texture dead here on the side. Ash across to the opposite side as Munchkin gets the spot out, but cannot get the shots to connect.
Hello.
It's doing so much damage.
Almost done.
To the classic. And he shuts down Foxy 9.
Yeah, you guys took forever, man.
Rotates over, gets a weapon upgrade. Back
No, I'm
over
just kidding.
for the diffuser.
This game's just going by
MIBR.
quick, dude. It's not even close.
Force buy, finding value as they will get themselves another round win here in the second half.
It is amazing.
He was 3 in
with that stinger.
12 before that run started or whatever.
Wait, who force bought? I assume it's fucking.
It's MIBR's bonus buy, yeah. Or MIBR force bots, sorry.
Hey, they got it. Fuck it.
That was a risk that paid off big time for MIBR. It's their map pick. They've got to turn it around. Let's see if they can keep it going here on this defender side. A few sheriffs going to be bought up for Gen G. But otherwise, not much to speak of.
Net does get the grab there, but no way to play off the back of it. So just be removed. Munchkin, quick little peek in towards the B site. Tiny bit of damage suffered. Grabs the orb. Looks like he's trying to fake back, but camera's still set up here in main.
It really feels like, it really feels like Gen G is just trying to bait some responses out of MIBR. Munchkin's trying to get the download on what these defensive setups are going to look like, so he can kind of figure out as this half goes on, how he can maneuver around it, where he can spot the weak sides. Because so far, they haven't been able to find too much. MIBR's been holding their cards pretty close to the vest, so
I wonder how Haven's gonna go.
a tough execute coming through here potentially.
I think MIBR is actually not bad.
Set up a little bit of
Well, I
spike.
think also I never seen MIBR play.
Eats quite a bit of damage in response.
Play what?
Down to 14. His exit trying to escape. Shot
Yeah,
will
word.
chase him, but Osmots Cortez able to find one piece. Osmots Inferno now.
How new is I'm fucking so out of it nowadays.
What the
New is
fuck?
this fucking map?
This map is not new.
Gets a headshot.
But like, no, I mean
go
like
of it, but
since
can't
it's
find
going back to the
more
pool.
damage there. 3 players surviving.
I've been back in the pool for months now.
Up to 5.
So like since stage 1.
All right.
Or
yeah.
Now rifles going to come into play for
Okay.
Gen G. You have Foxy
That was
Knight
like fracture punch,
Annihilation
'cause I
available
feel
for
fracture,
Deadlock. Osboss
I don't even know the map pool
starting
anymore.
to heat up.
I don't know either.
Slow start to the map.
Sauce.
7 kills now. He can keep picking it up. Definitely MIBR could come back into this. Bruno has been their shining star
Vamos.
so far.
Paid actors, all of them.
One of the best players.
Yeah, do you
in
think there's
Valorant
fucking
can
MIBR
really
and loud
start
fans in the
stepping
crowd?
up. Here goes that
Yeah,
three-man
exactly,
push.
right?
Down mid again.
Hell no. We're
I don't
Canada.
know. Honestly, Brazilians are like the craziest fan base ever.
Just gonna send some
Are they?
shots into the
Yeah.
smokes.
You think
just
they're
to make
flying out to
sure
watch their boys?
there's not gonna be
Yes.
any more aggression.
Yeah, fair
Genji's
enough.
gonna.
100%.
I thought they might consider to take some mid control,
fair enough,
but
fair enough.
instead they're.
If
still
there's Gen G fans though,
watching to
oh,
see
okay, those are
what
paid
MIBR is
actors.
gonna do.
A recall on the cam there for Cortez.
Yeah.
Doesn't get cleared out. Seems suspicious though, seeing the wall, and gets a very solid read on Munchkin's position. Seems like it's MIBR, the ones that are getting the download now.
Yeah, they're just corralled right now, or Gen G. They're gonna have to hit some.
How's
big
Aspas
nasty
even
shots to get
here?
out of this.
Aspas over the top, drops down to the worst possible moment there as Texture trying to escape, slides back across the wall. Shots flying, but the grab comes in. Cortezia being dragged to his demise. Foxy9
Time to save.
able to find some value off the back of the ultimate. That now leaves Shen up low on HP. 7 health.
Oy.
The kill onto the first.
No, this looks impossible.
Foxy9 ring around the rosy.
Oh, he's got a little bit of space. Oh.
There's the ping reveal.
Just kidding.
There is the shot. Gen G not letting MIBR build up the momentum here. They get themselves another round win off the back of the bye. Still suffer some heavy losses though. Their team's economy going to be in the most stable position.
And the fact that Texture gets out behind his own fast lane before he gets killed is incredible. And the timing as well, just a bit unfortunate for Aspas. Just wasn't quite prepared for Texture to be that pushed up.
Any other weapon, he's dead to rights.
Yeah, and then that opens up the annihilation behind it. I mean, that's just the way everything kind of crumbled there.
Revealing area.
Same dart here from Ash round over round, just trying to make sure that these pushes out into mid aren't coming through from MIBR. Allows them to funnel their focus forward onto the sites themselves. Just a sheriff in hand here.
What is that trip?
For the site.
Hey, that's my trip.
That's your trip?
I did that
Oh,
trip.
that's shooting to the sky?
Yeah.
For the diagonal.
Respect.
Runs out
Nope,
of bullets,
doesn't
runs
matter.
straight back. Texture spawning out Verno. Sends out the relay bolt to try to hold him back. We'll be able to do so successfully.
And you've got a lot of util here on Foxy9. He can decide where he's going to funnel MIBR into. Sets up the barrier mesh at market.
In the pit. Clear, but I mean, they want them to have to only go through market now. The pit's going to be invested. Locks off back of sight Boba. Another grab net at the ready here from Foxy9. Slow up the approach. Sends it, catches on the 2.
Oh no, this looks hard.
Get the clear, fault line. Gonna connect on to Karan, but he's got the paranoia. So as the util gets exchanged, it's still going to be Gen G who end up coming out on top.
No, this is
Karan
over.
gets the spray down onto the final 2 players, and Gen G get themselves up to
My
map
pick'ems
1
are
flawless
fucked, man. Fucking 1 out of 4 out here.
I think I'm 4 out of 4.
The crossfire
Yeah.
setup.
Oh yeah, that's
Texture
right. Fuck, yeah,
finding that first kill to open up the site. Cortezia, nothing he can do. Foxy looking really sharp there, catching Aspas on the end of the slide. Karan there.
Yeah, as long as Gen G wins.
Just incredible the form that Gen G has come into this opening match of Masters Toronto with. A lot of ults though for MIBR.
Pickups are so fucked.
Well, the last force worked. This one though, a bit more desperate and off to a rough start.
Oh wait, you have all 3 correct so far, right?
Cypher dead. The spike gonna be planted here.
Top 13%.
Less than 20 seconds
That's
of the round
me.
starting.
Let's see, wait, is it top 5? Damn, you
top,
got
about
100%. You're like number 1, right?
It's the
What if there's like a bunch of people on number 1?
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking about. I have no idea. It's got to be for the whole tournament though, so I feel like there probably won't be.
Like,
there's no way there's just one person that gets 100%. Right?
Yeah.
For the rest.
I feel like it, sometimes like, I don't know, like, it's a little teams.
Ooh,
Oh.
able to find the first. A great headshot there on the texture. Shock dart up and over the top of Foxy9 on a timing, able to just go ahead, peek in, finds the kill, and takes Verno down to boot.
GG.
Gen G.
Gen
Looking
G.
electric here on MIBR's map pick of Sunset.
That is an unbelievably hot start on their opponent.
Yeah, those guys got fucking
Kind of
cooked.
heroic moment here from either of the defenders, both of which go down with
Magisk.
nothing. Couldn't have asked for an easier round in the end, barring some kind of massive retake, but no, they take a look at it, they get one kill, and OG have to concede this again. Watching the hopes.
Imagine saving on a 3v4. Wow.
It was an A fake technically, they did the deep CT smoke, but they didn't even Freiburg drop in a CT spawn. They just went out, ran out mid, and just assumed nobody was in spawn.
I don't even think the next game's gonna be
Or
close
they
either, to be
were
honest.
trying to duel whoever it was, but
I mean, at least we'll have a jet and a breach on Aspas and Corteza or whatever.
You can see that the
or Artisan, sorry.
Connected because the B players
Last
are not
time they
checking outside
played
the window.
Haven,
They're not coming in to try to
they lost
rotate.
13-3.
They're not trying to either push through tunnels or
Yeah, we'll
like
see.
get to A in some regard.
To
So even if it was an A play, how come no one's really talking to each other?
I think they just gotta play maps where fucking Aspas is on fucking jet.
We can compare
I don't know what I think they got baited into picking Sunset.
A lot better.
Lotus is banned, Icebox is banned. Yeah, I'm actually very surprised about Sunspec. I don't think.
No one wants to make a bad
Fuck,
rotation.
I don't even think they have a record of them
Sometimes
playing
nothing's
fucking
worse
Sunset
than no
with fucking
rotation.
Aspas.
And it feels like, you know, you just said it, no one wants to make a bad rotation, but OG have already done that a few rounds prior where they go over on A. So it's like, not only do you not want to make a bad rotation, but I've already made a bad rotation. So now this time I'm not going to make a... And you can see how that slippery slope leads you into just letting Falcons run away with it as they please. It's that difficult Counter-Strike balance where you've got to make mistakes, stomach them, and still keep trying to, you know, adapt. Adapt or die.
Don't want to be a deer in headlights here.
This is now 4 rounds in a row. It was a pistol.
This Monacy guy's another opera you'd like, Benny.
That's what's got OG on the scoreboard.
Yeah.
That is it. Corner smoke on long. Matt just takes a ton of damage on the approach, but again, it's this.
Are all the fucking operas
in
kids?
on long. Falcons.
What? Simple's an old fucking man. Did you see that guy?
Except for Simple. My bad.
Yeah, Donk and Monacy are new. They're new.
Well, Prison
Kibble say a
rotation
fucking
might
14
actually
year old.
help out with Nikados, but he's just really holding the line. He has no smoke down in middle, so he has vision on top mid. Problem is, if he clears out these tunnels, they gotta start making another move. At the moment, info is good, but they've got one person on the A site.
Last time they over-rotated to A, and this was right about at the minute mark that Falcons left long.
Look, they genuinely don't want to fall for that play.
Right?
They're staying in the tunnels.
Oh, this is the conditioning that could come back to haunt them, because this time it is all in on long. And so Falcons keep it fresh. OG chasing Ghost, expose the cross at least. But again, you can see this moment of scramble of an attempt to try to hold it back. Molotov deep onto the catwalk. That's going to keep Spooky out of it, but Viku will find his one. That's Tessez trying to take a peek over top of the ledge. It's not a comfortable position here for Falcons, but they do clip Viku through smoke, and then Monacy busts Spooky. 4v3. Everybody nearby for the retake. Nikados critical shot to try to get this one going. Remember, low health on Magisk from that original corner fight, but he still continues to find his mark. That is Nikados out of it. Nico locked in onto the ramp. Krizen gonna take the high rope. Okay, first kill to Nico's good. And Magisk's been low this entire time. Not a comfortable plan. Krizen's gonna stick behind this box. Magisk is desperate to find it. And that
Wow, that's
isn't
crazy.
Oh, that's a very awkward place to plant. If you're planting long plat and you can just cross out wide, sure, but that does not set up Magisk at all.
It's overly better than
defend
fucking
it.
Valorant's.
Laughing maniacally here. Like, are you crazy? What kind of plant is that?
What overlay we're talking here?
CS.
Good job.
Wait, you're streaming CS right now?
Yeah, the major's on at the same time.
That's 3.
Oh.
We're just waiting for game 2.
Wait,
Yeah,
did
we're
you
waiting
say
for-
they were releasing cash the same day as Major?
No. Probably after the finals.
All 5 OG players dead at the end of that round win.
After the major.
Why, you gonna open some skins?
Spooky trying to catch timing.
What? No, cash is a map.
Oh.
That's a whole lot of cat control for Falcons.
Early game.
Is that the one with like the fucking hallway?
They lean B. Oh, so
There's
heavily.
2 hallways inside like the
Perfectly
bank.
wrong here.
Oh no, that's hostage.
Unfortunately, this is the whole round.
So perfectly wrong.
Why the fuck was I playing hostage before?
I don't know, man. You tell me.
Thought they had a read of the situation, thought they could get ahead of it.
I only say specifically perfectly wrong because it's also this walk up on Cat. It wasn't even like Cat control. You got time to readjust. It's just a straight counterplay. That was a mistake here for OG.
Spooky also opened the mid smoke, didn't see anything. Just a collection of missed timings here for OG, coupled with an incorrect decision. Stacked the wrong side of the map, and poor Fiku, who was tucked into that long door out of the gate, gets a bit of action, but it's only in the 1v5, and so Falcons right back to their winning ways.
So why don't we call it a good call here for Falcons to make this move specifically? It's fair to say that they've been OG have been conditioned to the point where it feels like they're
Austin,
they're
Texas.
Down themselves a lot. They're gambling incorrectly. They're just sort of like everything could go wrong at this point. They'd have to get lucky to get the correct stack because they don't know what Falcons want to try to do next. Falcons striking fear in the hearts of OG.
Ooh, through the smoke. What a go.
Something like that into the action too, huh? Final round of the half, and you've got to stomach it. Gut-wrenching situation for Crizzen.
Dude, he's so good. He's so good.
That was some kind of pretty sick read. It wasn't even a...
Nico taking some damage.
Felt like they're going to try to take top mid control of the Cat players.
That was like pixel perfect.
Yeah.
Still a forward Cat play from OG at least. They really are playing for this corner. Seeing as we've seen a certain bit of timidness. We'll see if they actually decide to swing it. Ooh, Magis just gets into
Magis got shit on. Oh my god, Kixon got shit on even more. Oh my god, line up for Modesty. One more. Oh.
Unable to kill all three himself, but a desperate run. One health.
He gets away.
Lady luck on
Huh?
Nikodaz's side.
Where are you watching the majors?
It's the Blast TV major.
Nico
On Twitch, Blast TV.
We didn't get to see if Buzzmate's sound further
Or
back
Blast
in the tunnels.
Premier is called. Sorry.
That's nuts.
Nico walks into it, blasts Fiku into the second half of Dust 2, and leaves poor Nikodaz 1 health running.
How's that a headshot, man? That's only Nico could do that.
Just Nico things.
Ultimate pre-aim.
You know, we said
1
there's
HP, man. The
no
man
real
on
like
fire.
star of the situation as of yet, but Nico quietly collecting these kills up to an excellent 12-6 half. You got Magis sitting pretty on 12 kills too. And so Nikodaz arrives to the B site
Who you
with
going
a bit
for
more
here?
damage onto
Team
Nico, but
Falcons.
TSS committed to this corner, standing out in the open is going to end it.
All day, bro. Nico? Monacy? Are you kidding me?
We heard them
The GOATs.
after the pistol win, but things got real quiet here in Austin.
Oh wait, OG's symbol has a Red Bull on it. Are they like?
Yeah.
Is it by Red Bull or are they just hard sponsored by Red Bull?
Hard sponsored. Hard sponsored.
Who has the bigger prize pool here? Valorant, BCT, or?
Probably CS. Oh, they're both the same, actually. Interesting.
So champions get 500,000.
What?
Yeah, because there's a prize pool, but like the main prize I meant, like for whoever.
Yeah, it's Masters, though. It's not Champs. Oh, I see what you mean. Sorry. Valorant calls it their big thing, like Champions. I trolled. Sorry. Yeah, the CS major is 250,000 more. Masters Toronto's like 1 million, and the major's 1.25 million. What's it?
Wait.
What?
Okay, but majors, the champions or whoever wins first place only gets 500,000.
Mm-hmm.
In Valorant, first place gets $1 million.
No, first place gets 350.
What?
What?
Said $1 million USD for me.
No, it's 350K, bro.
UCT, right?
Yeah.
So a day can make a world of difference, and Falcons embracing
Yeah.
that mantra because here they
Oh, it's $1
stand
million total
comfortably
for the whole
leading
thing.
over top of OG in this opening map. Their map pick of this series, and if they were ambushed yesterday and caught off guard, they've at the very least got themselves standing up again. Time to dust off.
Okay, back to it.
On defense, get ready for Gen G to just keep flooding the sights behind their Viper smokes.
Well, Gen G about to 2-0 MIBR, Achilleos and Faith.
I'm back.
Let's take us into
I'll be back 1 sec. I gotta make sure my dogs are all good.
Don't mind if we do. Let's
good.
go ahead and get map 2 underway. Gen G, 1-0 start here. Looking to close it out with their map pick of Haven. MIBR, we need to see the rally back. We started getting the gears turning a bit there on Sunset, but it has to be from the outset here on Haven.
Absolutely. I mean, this is a confidence pick for Gen G going into one of the strongest maps for MIBR in Haven. They beat G2 on this map. It is going to be a very different composition that they're going to be running, going back to the very stock standard Haven composition that you see most teams run with the Jet, with the Sova,
It's
with
not
the
like I'll be able to keep track
with
anyway.
Gen G,
I'm still
they
gonna
still are
search it
gonna
up on
keep texture on
Google.
that
on
neon.
what the
They're going to
things
have
are.
Munchkin on that Viper, some curveballs there.
Yeah, but you have
as
first
you're
quarter
gonna see,
points, that's the thing.
You know, trying to work around that Viper wall for Munchkin.
No,
He
because
had
then if
some
I get
hit and
disappointed,
misses
I
with
don't
it
want
on
to see it
Sunset,
live, you know?
but you got to be really head on a swivel.
I just want to look at it and it's
because
be
they are
like,
going
oh,
to
it
be
didn't
all over
hit,
this
didn't
map on
hit.
this defender
I don't
side.
want to be like,
Action
you
ready to
know,
start.
like
Texture just
none of the ones has
spamming out
hit
some
yet,
shots here.
and it's already
Real
over.
exchange. We'll go ahead and back away.
Yeah, that's what happens when you take
Sights
first quarter
set
points.
On B here for MIBR is
Andrew Parsons going to get 3
And
points.
why can't you just hope that it hits for me here, buddy?
slow them
I am hoping it hits. Are you fucked?
Push them in
Oh,
towards
wait.
Foxy 9, who's holding
Hey,
close. Just
20%
the
of-
Paranoia goes across, and he's gonna be able to find
How much is 20%?
much there.
Hold on.
Karen does come away with 2 kills. Munchkin now holding the door, tries to swing out a little bit wider, but it's getting taken down. 2v2, but Texture here a hell of a lot
Not
faster
bad.
than they might have anticipated. Clears a recon and finds a headshot. 3 for 3 on pistols, Gen G. Once again, off to a
$112.
ripping start.
And all it took was just a little bit of resistance at that B site for Aspas to pull off and then go right into the garage. That's been a great position for Foxy 9. He doesn't get a kill here, but he's setting up for Karan. He tries to play off the paranoia, but it's the full forces of MIBR. It's even trades all around. Munchkin takes an off angle coming out of the link door. And then Texture on the back of sight. Like you said, unexpected with a Sheriff. So he's just going to stick with that. A couple Guardians and a Bulldog otherwise.
Bit of a lighter buy here for Gen G, comparatively. Bit more flexibility as far as how many they could afford
Where
to
are you
lose
guys
on the round.
watching the Valorant stream? Just off
Texture gonna
Valorant.
be taking that first contact.
I'm watching
again.
YouTube. Valorant YouTube.
Down. Reach out of the equation here. Tiny bits of damage taken from the classic shot. Swings in, looks for a little bit more, but it gets whippy and he ends up stunning himself into the corner, and he cannot escape. Paranoia cross does come in from Karan. Everybody from MIBR now clustered up here on this B site and into the meat grinder. Was able to just get mowed down. Cortezia quickly getting himself across into sync and get this plant, at least get the money. Maybe try to find a bit more damage, but no weapons. We're able to get scooped up there in all of the chaos, so it's still just the classic. The drone might have caught a glimpse. 3 swings in, Munchkin strikes him down. All weapons going to be saved as Gen G start things off 2-0.
Yeah, I mean 3-0 in the pistol rounds for Gen G. They're just in cruise control today. Texter continues to just dominate in first kills. He was 5-0 on Sunset. Picks up another one here. He is really just shutting them down at the point of attack. I mean, this is everything you could want as Gen G. You're getting Texture online. You're getting good, solid sight holding from Foxy9. You're getting good coordination, good crossfires, everything you could ever want. And they look really well drilled here, really well prepared for Masters Toronto.
Refusing, actually give that over to Khan and try to get that from the shadows online a bit faster instead of Munchkin's kid. Munchkin's somebody who very much favors information, so I think he wants Karan to be able to have that so they can just TP in, scout a position, and get a read from there.
He doesn't seem to be like that concerned with his ultimate. He, you know, especially on this map, Karan likes
Gun barrel spotted. Oh, but Munchkin not able to find that kill. Let's put him down to 20. So Foxy, quick peek out from the garage doors, does trade it back.
But Karan will use that TP aggressively on this map. Get some information, try to find that extra flank angle. So, right in the wheelhouse for Gen G. Slow push-up from A long. Ash, right at the door, has Karan and Texture there to back him up.
Quick little jiggle peek there. Top of the box, able to spot him out. Paranoia further try to slow things up, now has that smoke cycled in. Tailwind still available here for Aspas, but it looks like MIBR maybe reading that they do have a stack set up. Swing going to be coming through now. It's going to be taken down. Verno, Aspas, however, answering back a couple kills, and Texture gets tagged down to 57. Player advantage now here for MIBR.
It's a nice pause there for MIBR, recognizing that Gen G might get aggressive out of that position.
Texture swinging down in towards Sewers. Cannot pull the trigger fast enough. Ends up falling. It's now down to Foxy9. Looks for the first, can't quite make it happen. A triple face forward. MIBR this time preventing the bonus conversion.
Yeah, MIBR is a team that will play pretty slow sometimes on these attacker sides. They're going to take their time. It's not going to be quite like you're going to see in some of the other regions where the attacks feel a little bit forced. This is one of those rounds, and MIBR does a great job here. Good calling by Artsin.
Let's go! Let's go!
And they're able
Why does this guy have a broken nose?
as they try to spring a trap out long A. Basically breaks the round open. And back to kind of an interesting setup here. Texture over at the front of B with Munchkin.
You got punch in Toronto.
They're holding. Set up there.
Yeah.
Actually?
No.
Standard wall from Munchkin. Across that front of the B site into the
like, damn,
A
people must
axis
take
as well.
MIBR.
As Bite
Maybe he's got a
combo
nosebleed.
ready to go here at the
Or he
door.
got cut
Swing
from
in
the
though, and
nose.
Aspas just wins the fight against Foxy9. Taking his head clean off.
That's what you need.
3 damage found, but that's about it. Otherwise, walking away relatively
What are you gonna do
unscathed.
today?
MIBR, another solid start to the round.
Ash trying to take some
no,
map
it's supposed to
control.
be
Push pretty far up, but
making sure
again,
that it's ready for Monday
MIBR.
for the head office thing.
happy to play patiently.
What?
Wow,
Yeah, I
Ash.
was supposed to go shopping
be
today with
rewarded.
my mom. Just gave them my card.
Slow drift forward. Letting Sean is not quite ready. Moment now going to be taken down.
I respect that.
Across towards C. Looks like they're giving us a
Is
consideration.
that why you're so rich, man?
Cortez trying to win this position. Win it, he has.
Hey, Matt,
Comes
gives me
back
2
into the
months to
corner,
pay it
Kara now
off.
just trying to run him down before the ping reveal comes in. He's eventually find the kill. Has to back away. TP's out to safety. Paranoia, Sen. Doesn't quite connect.
30 seconds left.
After truck to try to hold back that C-link door access, but Karan pushes forward again, being rewarded for his aggression, finding Verno. Just tucks into the corner. Artsine able to find that stun. Gets himself into a corner as well. Try to hold down the same angle as Aspas.
Last player
Push
standing.
forward. They're not ready for this timing from Karan, who's just playing so fearlessly. Gets himself a 3K, and it's now down to Aspas to see if he can try to clutch out the round. The defuse already held the half, and Ash hits the headshot. Gen G, 3-1. They maintain the lead.
My
mean,
big
Khan is just
babies.
in demon mode today. He is absolutely just changing rounds in Gen G's favor. A good early win for Ash on a trade
I'm
as
back.
well here. That's a huge one right there.
Hello?
On to Zenom.
Hello?
Hey.
You're really changing that round. You're denying access to the A site. And they have no recourse. Even though that early kill on the Foxy9 by Aspas was very nice. Give them a little bit of hope in the round. Gen G is just in cruise control. And Karan, he is made for big stages, it feels like. He is just fearsome.
This game's over, eh?
offering to the trap there outside of of A long.
Backside, I know.
Ash just playing
Yeah.
back right there. Out to safety. 2 Guardians again invested here for the side of MIBR, similar to what we were seeing from them on Sunset. Considerably fewer Sheriffs, though. 2 players with classics.
And Gen G respecting this eco. They're giving up a lot of space here, trying to play behind the toxic screen of Munchkin, anticipating that this could be an A hit. A little bit of attempted lurking being done. Spot on the Aspas, though. And that's going to send MIBR into a bit of a pause. Let's see if they rethink this hit or not. But this doesn't change much in the equation for Gen G.
Ready to go here on the entry. Ash, though, dodging on the fault line. Spam into the cloud burst to try to flush Aspas out. Unable to do so, but the stun is still there. He will end up getting picked off. Cortez is going to try to go for a lurk here, but Fox 9 hadn't rotated quite just yet, and now it's still going to
Yeah,
be
on
in
his
position
fucking
to hold
lurks,
down
right?
this C site. MIBR trying to make up their minds here with just 28 seconds remaining on the clock. Seems like it's this B site once again to get ready to push forward, but Karn is still here.
About the last player you want to see in this situation.
Out the wall. Cycle of smoke. The plant can be stuck. No way to interrupt this. He might have caught a glimpse there. Sense of the paranoia forces the reposition from Shen up now. Fast lane in. Texture starts scaling forward, and Foxy 9 still ever present over on that C link. Comes away with a kill under the enemy breach. Position noted the TP there.
So
Knowing
sad.
exactly where he's going to go. Brennan will find one more to stop it from being a flawless, but Gen G now stretch the lead by 3 rounds.
They're just in cruise control.
From acting.
At every twist and turn.
Yeah.
They're just making phenomenal
Are they
decisions.
doing,
They're
draw
on this
for
entry, Aspas trying to
what?
create some space, just gets shut right down.
What?
Foxy 9
Are they doing the
timing
draw
on the counter lurk.
after the game?
Texture just trying to clear that space and make sure they can get this defuse safely. And it's good to go. He's just always having fun.
Always having a good time.
I didn't hear any shit you said. Repeat that.
Timeout
No, I
call
said, are they
used
doing the draws for tomorrow
by
after this game?
MIBR.
It's not draws. It's like winners play, winners lose. Oh yeah, it is
Heavier
draw for
impact
like.
starting on this
Yeah,
attacking side.
yeah, probably. I would
Yeah,
assume so.
and there's a lot to consider for MIBR in this round. You've got a couple big ults on the side of Gen G. You've got the lockdown, you've got Texture's ult, and you're
What
one
do
away
I
from
wanna
a couple
see?
big ones yourself. You're one away from the Hunter's Fury, one away from the Rolling Thunder. So
Oh,
those are
Billy,
things you
Billy,
want to
right?
make sure that you're considering and making sure that
Against.
Sentinels?
you anticipate that Gen G's going to try to contest you for some of those orbs potentially. So making sure that you're safely able to get
Yeah.
those, to set yourself for those executes, get to that post plant scenario, make things
But
a little
Sentinel
bit
pick
trickier.
Rex be hell of fire.
Because it's been tough to even get the spike down cleanly.
Yo, why does Magis
Gen G
from
Just
CS2
all over the map.
look so old?
Mechanics are
He is old,
extremely
bro.
on point to boot. So
It looks
see if
like he
they
has
can
like
find some
3
success here.
children, man.
Maybe this time out will be the
Probably
one
has 2.
that start turning things around for MIBR.
Yeah, it's going to be a critical timing. Lose this one. Economy again down in the dumps.
Yep.
No, he's
I
not
think
that
Be able
old
to find those
actually.
orbs, get those ults online, utilize them.
Oh no, he's pretty old. He's like 31,
Time,
32.
run this back, and
Oh, just
go
kidding. He's
to a favorable
27.
position
Sorry.
At the half.
What? This guy looks fucking
Gen G, though,
50
money
something,
starting to
dude.
really get stacked up.
That's
Texture,
fucked up.
whose economy is a bit in flux.
Yeah,
but
it's kinda
has that
fucked up, man.
overdrive behind as well. Let's look at the read here from Gen G. Triple stack on this C site for the lion's share of MIBR, looking to go at least to try to get the orb.
Waiting for the turret contact potentially.
Thrown out, no spots. It's so unlucky.
Damn.
Swings right into the spray as Texture struggles to clear a drone, but he'll kill the goat.
It's just been that kind of day for MIBR. That's just brutal. No other way to put it. Munchkin gonna tuck himself into that same corner we saw Ash in earlier. See what kind of success he can find, but he's all alone, and you've got a 3-stack from MIBR.
Cage popped, Munchkin looking to reposition. The push about to come through. They're suspecting him on the opposite side. He sprays down for 2. Can't quite get the third, but the damage is still dealt.
That's nutty.
Munchkin just
What a
so
play.
clean
Oh,
with
this
the
game just looks
reposition.
over now.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. The game
Seems like a
sense he
fucking
has
10 to a half.
is off the charts.
Now the 2 remaining players from MIBR, worlds apart.
Oh.
Shenum does manage to find one, but the spike is still being ushered forward,
I like it.
over towards his A site where Ash now notes him,
I like this. This
takes
guy
him
sucks.
down to 50. TP4,
No
both
flame.
players now arriving. Barely a full
Oh.
HP bar between the two of them, and Ash just holds down M1. Finds the kill, the relay bolt connecting, Texture slides across. They make it a bit closer than it would have appeared, but it's still 5-1.
And now you've got every ult available for Gen G. Some counter ults available for MIBR. They couldn't really get any of those orbs. They couldn't get into a position, try to get these ultimates, and it starts with this.
I'll show it again.
Oh my goodness.
That is just so damn unlucky.
This is just...
Oh.
Like this, a smart play. Textures kill, hero blind block. Still able to scrape together a bit. Aspas with the knives, looking to see if he can try to find some solid impact. There's no one on the C site. Util, yes, but players, no. Hannah's going out.
Genji's playing retake the whole way.
That they are, and the lockdown comes through nice and early. Hunter's Fury, though, is available. Now we'll go ahead and clear this out. Dueling Hunter's Furies now come through. We're just going to see ults invested across the damn board. Rolling down.
Really? They all did backwards?
To the flank.
Crazy.
Spike's still not yet planted, and we're not even a minute into the round. The push forward coming in. Osman slicing and dicing, able to find one. Foxy 9 going to be down on the floor. Ash tucking back, but they're looking to hound him down and make a pivot across over to that A side, but they have to get through this. Sova!
Please, man.
God, you fucking and that's likely more than enough.
Nah, this shit's over.
That's me. I'm typing /FF.
From Gen G absolutely tears them to pieces.
It's just unbelievable. When it looks like maybe they're going to start breaking space open, they do a nice job setting up.
Imagine they get to that last one tab. Oh.
Goofballs.
Then the second one,
I'd be pissed. Yo, this guy camping spawn. What the fuck?
unbelievable.
Why did they even go in the spawn anyway?
Yeah, they had sight for so long.
Yeah, right.
I think it's because they were getting pinched, that's why.
Understandably so.
So they just wanted to fight one way.
It was again a big investment. Now you've got Vandal Guardian, 3 Sheriffs. Try to pull off a Thrifty. Still a pit, still from the shadows available here for Gen G.
Yeah, they're just having such a tough time finding any success. You know, they've tried a lot of different looks, some fast hits, some other things like that, but Gen G is just so on top of the game.
Texture on top of the box.
Ready? Ready? Dead. 3, 2, 1.
Says, oh, hello. Peeks in, finds one. Shut up. Doing well to get the one tap. Put the Neon on the floor. Swing through the wall, though, and Ash catches him a bit off guard.
Revealing area.
That's the weaponry on the floor. Double push up. The start about to fly through. Ash will immediately know Verno's position. Okay, no. Doesn't get cleared. Finds that elimination.
I'm assuming you're going for MIBR there, Benny?
Huh?
Absolute
You're going for MIBR?
I had them.
It has to start here for MIBR.
I didn't. I had Gen G winning.
It can't keep going like this. I mean, you're losing Aspas so often.
But
Pressure continues to just
it's over.
in first
This team
kills.
sucks.
And Ash has been
Nah, I can't do that.
unworldly here on Aven. 9 kills now, topping the charts, topping the server. This is the confidence behind that toxic screen to just peek through and take Zenom down.
Like, are we also going to call a timeout? Like, what the
Now you've
fuck?
got the operator.
I feel like they did
Texture.
already.
Did they already?
This is where things get oh so scary for any opponent.
Dead.
There's the first of all.
Yeah,
No flash, no drone.
Spike is well confirmed. And immediately they look to reposition, but we know how quickly Texture can pivot with that operator. And he's already starting to reroute. MIBR wanting to try to break through in the garage. So the cam will force a reposition from Boxy 9, but the tuck in at A lobby here from the side of Charon.
No.
See if it comes to fruition. It absolutely does.
No.
Not ready for it. Texture finds another outside of B. And MIBR, I think they're going to have to go for a forced save here if they can.
Last player standing.
It is just Aspas now left alive, and not for very long.
This is a attack-sided map? That's crazy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, they're getting smacked. That's tough.
Final timeout is going to have to be called here.
Hell of smack, man.
I agree. This is just so difficult. And if you try to go to one side of the map, they're pushing you on another. They're always taking space, and it makes it so hard for MIBR to get any kind of map control. And if they try to take long A, Gen G's happy to see that over, but they're going to put 3 stack there on that site to make sure that you can't get through. They have
MIBR timeout.
Foxy 9 over on that B and C side to make good decisions.
Oh, sorry. Fuck. Yeah, that's right. Sorry. My brain lagged for a second there.
And there's just so many layers to the way that Gen G is approaching this game. And
What are you guys both looking at me
twist
for?
and turn, they've had
Oh my
MIBR
god, big baby.
Hey, women's basketball is on.
Unfortunately, it just hasn't even really been
Woo!
close.
No.
We gonna parlay in there, Benny, or what?
No.
Already
I
devastating
don't know enough
scoreline
about
considering
women's
that Gen G's here on this defense. Crowd, do you guys want to see MIBR bring this back? Do you want to see a map 3?
The Oilers play tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
A little
crazy.
bit of a weak response, I'm not
My
going to lie.
bet.
Maybe there's a lot more Gen G
lost.
fans here than I
You have the
thought.
Stanley Cup Finals and none of them, none of the games are on the weekend. Is that crazy?
I think it's. I don't think. I think we'll separate like basketball and
Is buying an Odin.
hockey.
Come on, Munchkin.
I feel like they're always alternating for some reason.
Yeah, but how do
Well, yeah,
you
like
not have a game on Saturday or Sunday? Like, I feel like that's like just a fuck up.
Aren't they also traveling now? Too?
Yeah.
Because usually when they travel, don't they have like a 2-day break?
They have a 1-day break.
One day break. No, they have a 2-day break this time. Francis. They played on Friday.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, they just needed to start it on a different day though.
Okay, they should have been
I think it's retarded that they don't have a game on the weekend.
There's another 2-day break going from tomorrow. So like they play tomorrow, which is Monday, and then they play Thursday.
They just knew what that timeout was going to be about
Oh,
for
it's a 2-day
MIBR.
break
It's
every
about
day.
A main control. They knew they had to start taking some of that space.
It's 'cause they go back and
prevent
forth.
These quick lurks that Gen G was taking. And
Yeah, but
Gen
even when
G's
they
just
don't go
ahead of
back
the
and
curve.
forth, it's 2-day break.
They're reading their opponents just brilliantly.
What do you mean?
So
No, it's
games Monday.
usually a 1-day break when they don't go back and forth.
So games Monday.
What are you meant to
Game
do?
4, Game 3 is Monday. Game 4 is on Thursday.
luck.
Game
Drive people
5
back
is
into
Saturday.
an
Game
operator.
6 is
I mean, your only hope
Tuesday,
here is that
and then
Foxy
Game
9
7 is
makes
on
a
Friday.
mistake.
Weird.
You can win that battle.
But now there's a smoke
It's
cycling
like
forward.
one time.
Sound
It's the one
reading
period.
it. And I'm deep. Actually finding a second. And on the little jiggles, Ash is able to find
30
Cortezia.
seconds
So
left.
pretty much full information gathered here is I don't think you're going to be able to exit at all. And Texture, more and more these days, has looked like Mr. 3K. See if he
Very
goes
much
on the
so.
hunt
And
to try to
Spawn,
make it a
baby.
4K this time around.
Yeah, this is
Like,
like
if this game,
Maybe to try to take the
if
first
this is
fight.
11-1, I'll stop watching.
Verno desperately needing to hold on to this weapon. The team just does not have any money. The recon going to be sent, and Munchkin will go ahead and find the headshot. But it's another flawless here for Gen G.
Meanwhile,
Now up 9-1.
Majors
None
is
of these
close.
timeouts. Neither of them here on this map. Leading to
it's been going back and forth.
round wins.
9-9, 10-10,
Gen G's just
10-11.
getting it done with their macro
Oh,
play.
must be
Haven't had
nice.
to use many ults.
This guy has not left the base.
Outguessing their opponents there. Naspas just can't do anything. Just brilliant timing from Ash on the util. Follows it up. Backing up Texture's operator. He really wanted that 4K.
He did. He knows that that's a safe number.
It is his safety.
Well, TP into the back is very much Munchkin. Johnny on the spot.
Oh my god, we're just trolling now.
Pops the overdrive, takes down
Look at
Aspas here
this.
in range. In with a shout to try to get himself another 4K, but Verno will deny it.
Oh, Verno, 1v5.
Wait.
Try to make a go of it, but would be an ace.
If they win this round, I believe.
We saw how tenacious he was on that opening map. Position known. And there you go.
Oh my
Quick
god.
shots from Ash, who's been so very clean here today.
Take the
Gen
fucking
G
shot.
get to double digits.
I immediately turned around and looked at Texture on the stage after he
Oh, I'm
died.
sure we're going to have it here in a moment.
That's all I need.
Boo-boo.
This is
Boo-boo.
Nice agent.
odd.
Oh, yo, this Ash guy's kind of crispy.
Yeah, he's kind of nice with it.
Oh, he just laughed it off. I
Not
saw some
bad.
hands go up, so
Not
I
as
thought
upset
maybe.
as I would have anticipated.
I thought maybe we get a little more out of him there.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, given the game state, we're basically just watching Texture clip farm.
Very
Making
much
a highlight
so.
reel.
He is
16 and 6 at the moment.
Well, they're They're going to try to go through garage again. Foxy playing a bit further back. Smoke there to force him out of that position. Trying to play a little bit of contain as Munchkin here around the corner. Foxy going to rely on the util, and Texture's just clearing out C-Main.
Having the read, it's a bit messy, but he still gets a headshot through the wall. Osboss down low, has to evacuate, and Munchkin just continues to spray away, finds him in the end.
Anyways.
He didn't take any damage in that exchange. Unbelievable.
Texture now on a deep line. As that pit is not going to cover the front of sight.
It's a weird ult, isn't it?
Access to the site.
For the flood?
Is what
I'm
it
sitting in the ult,
looks
you know?
Yeah.
Camera going to be set up though.
Tucking in that corner of hell.
Cleared out. Spike's still being brought around to bear.
I'm even pointing in the fucking smoke. Fuck it.
Hand it off.
Make this game go back fast.
Trying to get the breach in position here to try to prevent the flood retake.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Just narrowly missing.
It all missed. This Ash guy
Get
sucks.
those tags. Tizia trying to play forward. Texture though. Finding the first. Shenham does fall. The push coming in instantaneous with a headshot. Now the ping
Oh, he's out there.
But it
No, he's not.
doesn't matter. They just flood in before they can gain the information.
Oh my god, very nice.
I love it a lot.
11-1, baby.
11x round wins now.
Just the way I like it.
Are looking to bring this to a far.
You know what they would say at times like these?
Go next.
Winnable.
I'm flabbergasted.
Well, not this one.
Completely flabbergasted.
I'm telling you right now, this one ain't winnable.
Unreal scenes here from Gen G. Well, that's the half done and dusted MIBR. Can they make the miracle run back? We'll find out after halftime.
The Munchkin wallbang was kind of crazy.
Fuck, that MIBR fans are fucking rattled.
Brazil fans are fucking dog. This is my fucking NA #3 representative, dude.
This G2 and MasterCard series
Can we just fucking send in 100 views?
12 episodes packed with insight and lessons for anyone looking to understand the world of competitive gaming. Ready to
See what's going on here, Team Falcons.
Yeah, this is tight, man.
Falcons looks depressed. Oh, they're on a tech pause.
Yeah, it's tight. It's I think 11-11 right now, actually.
It's 2 best of 1s, but he finished yesterday with a 0.7 rating.
Shocks and Ginsu.
A horrendous start to the event as per his standards.
(9-3). I thought they were in the clear.
Dare I say it, I think they also thought they were in the clear. And that's a grueling realization that you go from 9-3 in the first half.
Oh, damn, Falcon was ahead? They threw.
There was a point where Falcons
that's
was
two
betting on
things.
favorite to be the next team to beat
True.
Vitality. Gone from that
I feel like
to
that happens to
Group
us all the
2,
fucking
potentially
time,
down a
dude.
map versus OG. They need this next
On
round
Dust
to
2
get
anyway,
the
like
overtime.
a team
All's
will be
not
just
lost here,
leading.
obviously.
Did Sens wins? Sup, Benny? Oh, sorry, dude. I didn't even look at my chat in a while. I'm like fucking the worst streamer in the world. What you? What? I don't know what you're saying. Sen win? Yeah, Sen knows one. Sen knows one.
Monacy slain in middle. 1 round prior, now sits on Cat. Here we go. Final round of regulation. OG looking to do the unthinkable. And I'm not referring to just beating Falcons. I'm referring to coming back from a 9-3 start.
Oh, see, Francis? All these guys got hedge mazes, bro.
This year between
Holy fuck, dude. The tennis gloves.
Monacy wants to make sure that we remember that he's a part of that competition.
The tennis gloves are fucking sick, dude. Watching you with the stream food break before getting back to Valheim. Damn, you really be grinding that survival game, huh?
Right now, that catwalk's looking prime for the
Respect.
taking. Monacy is going to be in an integral part of this defense again.
What you eating, man? Take me into the culinary world of Kai. Monacy.
Buzz still sits out towards middle.
Alright, he was back on.
For Falcons.
Let's see.
That game's over, man. Not to be worth
I gotta watch
watching.
this last round. I have to. I have to. Nico. If anybody can do it, Nico Dawes can. Just kidding. Monasty's still alive.
Oh,
This
no,
should
Nico.
be going overtime.
To work ahead of him, but what happens if this catwalk gets held? They don't have utility. Nico Dawes sitting on the angle. Slays kicks in. Nico
Oh, Nico Dawes. Oh my god.
Onesie through, man. He whiffed.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, he
He
did.
had that. He had that.
He did. He did throw. He did throw.
An OT would have been sick.
New
I'm not
Val
gonna lie.
update. This looks weird. I haven't opened up Valorant in a long time. I actually uninstalled it for a bit. Chicken strips and tater tots. Yo, that's some good food, man.
Certainly, his presence now going to be confirmed. Sets up the poison
Fuck yeah.
orb.
You big ketchup guy?
From this position, though, but he instantaneously turns to the headshot. Gets himself a
Damn, how
second.
would you feel? You had a 9-3 lead, bro, and you just threw 11-13.
Classic. That happens all the time when I play with you guys. I gotta show you that clip where I knifed you in the back, Francis.
Clipped it?
I did.
Damn, this guy's about to get racist in here.
Just staring down Zenom.
Ketchup and plum sauce. Oof, that's my boy. That's my boy.
Time is just not going to be there. Taron able to find it. Ash gets
Oh,
the
and this game's over.
GG.
Let's go next.
Absolutely slammed.
Ass pass is washed. Send in 100 thieves.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness. Just unfair. Unfair. I mean, they are so crisp today.
Comeback starts now. 12-1 comeback would be like the greatest comeback
Yeah.
of all time.
That would be insane.
Like
That's how
I
you
bet
get
you,
your-
I bet you the odds for MIBR right now are like 11-1, dude.
Dude,
This,
definitely more than 11-1.
this is gonna be over immediately. I can't even look it up.
Dead within seconds.
VLR, VLR, VLR.
Oh shit. With VLR?
Yeah, VLR. It says the odds under the score for the game.
15-1.
15-1.
Yep.
Damn. Throw $100 on MIBR right now.
Slowing the pace down a little bit.
To make what?
That's how you
$1?
get the fan base.
That makes
bro.
$1,500.
Quick rotations from MIBR.
Oh,
so
sorry. I thought you, I don't know why. I thought
something a
you
little different.
said put it on fucking
Man, push this corner.
Genji.
No, MIBR, dude. We're in it for it. Look, Cortesia gets 3 here.
Cortezia gets 0 here.
Yeah, he's right. He's like, he's looking
He's
at
looking at
him.
the sky, bro. What the fuck? Looking for the fucking drone.
I'm looking like Kai out there for real. Oh my god, the breach stun comes in.
Yeah, he lived a lot longer than I thought.
Oh my god. Did you see texture, bro?
That's just fucking troll. Look at this! This ain't funny! Okay, you know what? If Artisan
Hey,
gets
fuck
clutch...
you. I'm just kidding, Kai. I love you, buddy.
Oh.
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 GG, back to the Falcons. Oh no, the Falcons game is done too.
This game was embarrassing.
That game was embarrassing. That's what we got.
My pick'ems are fucked.
Dude, my pick'ems are 100%, dude.
Yeah, I'm pissed. Yo, can you send me some skins this year?
Imagine if we parlayed it.
Yeah. I would have lost every single one.
What do you mean?
Imagine if we parlayed.
What do you mean? What if
I
we
mean, if you
parlayed?
parlayed it.
Yeah, what if I parlayed all 4 of those?
I think. You and me actually would have been money. I think Paper X was underdogs. Billy was the underdogs. Sentinels were not, and then Genji wasn't either.
Yeah, I think it tells us the pregame odds. Hold on.
Doesn't it? Oh yeah, because it tells you how much you won.
Yeah,
So Paper
paper
X is 2.3.
Yeah, 2.3.
Team Liquid or Billy's 2. Okay, it's like 2 basically.
Yeah.
I think Sentinels was like 1.1. Yeah. And then Genji was 1.6. So you would have made, if you were to do it, for 5.6. Yeah, something like that.
Which we were in the
Damn.
green room. I think it was you, Dupree, who said, okay,
So
Falcons have a
$10 would have
great
been
view of the
56.
situation. Should we play a game of
That's crazy, no?
I mean, we saw Falcons be in a very uncomfortable situation.
Hey man,
I should have done it.
Next round's for.
That's what next round's for.
Yeah, wait till the draws, then you can go by the play-by-play.
Is that it for Val today, or are there more games? No, that's it for Val today. I want to see if they do the poll though for the next round.
I think they will. Because the games are tomorrow, so like they have to, right?
Yeah, they have to.
Yeah, they have to, so they can prep. Oh, it's the 1-0 teams.
That's the good games.
Those are the good games. Alright, what do I want to see? I want to see Billy, and Sentinels.
Dude, it's gonna be Sentinels Paper X for sure, though, right?
No, they might do the Gen G Sentinel storyline. Because Sentinels beat them in Masters, right?
Maybe. Look at all these freaks in the back, dude.
I want to be here. Dude, why does that guy look so old? That's fucked up.
I don't know what it is with us and the conventional or more of a stable comp on Sunset, but we didn't have a high win
How many
rate
people there are? Holy.
on Sunset.
Just crammed in there.
Be more creative, and Munchkin, he wanted to play the Viper since he had really
Would have been
good
sick
reads
to
on
go.
opponents. I mean, he's
Yeah, I was
already
gonna plan on going, but
we're thinking of other agents
life
to kind of pair
broke.
with the Viper or slot in our comms. We just thought,
The
hey,
broke life?
Deadlock looks good. So yeah, that's the decision process behind the
broke
Sunset
life?
comp. Now, speaking of
Yes,
that,
sir.
I feel ya. That's
We're
me too.
signing mice. Right on the palm, dude. That shit's gonna fucking rub off immediately.
Yeah, just smudge all over.
I feel like I just want to use that mice anymore, right?
Yeah,
probably just display it.
yeah. Minus 200.
That's fair. I mean, yeah, people like, wait, do you have any jerseys, Jordan?
I have a FaZe jersey somewhere.
Oh shit.
I have a FaZe jersey.
Yo, there's a Night Terror M4 for $4.
Yeah.
Purple. Or it's orange. That's good, right?
So yeah, I just feel like he really leveled up.
Yeah.
Should I get it?
If you want to.
I'm just gonna ask you one more
Well,
question.
can I see this? How do I see it in game? Inspect in game. Oh shit.
Because it looks like you guys are back
Does this button work?
form. Do you feel that way as well, or do you feel like it's too early days?
What? Yeah, it does. You just have to open up your inventory.
확실히 좀 그때 폼이랑 비슷하다고 느끼나요?
You just go, you have to have the game open, and then you go inspect in game, and then it should just be there.
계속 잘한다면은 상하이 때보다 더 잘할 것 같아요.
Personally, I think I'm playing even better than how I did in Masters
All right.
Shanghai. So if we
I'm
keep
depressed.
things going, you know,
Why?
keep the momentum rolling,
Couldn't figure
I
it
think
out.
we're
GG.
gonna have a really, really good form
Dude,
and possibly
it's not
do
rocket
really
science.
well in Masters
That
Toronto
shit
as
looks like
well.
fucking
Now,
rocket
thank
science.
you very much, Karan.
You just say, and then you click like the inventory sign. You have to open up your inventory.
It's too late.
Okay.
I left.
Why would you leave?
I'm outta here.
We're about to play some CS. Oh
Is
my
that
god.
game?
They're doing the draw. They're doing the draw. They're doing the draw. Who's winning Masters? XLG.
Competitive operations to help us out
Wrong.
with the draw show. So, Victoria, can you explain the rules of the draw show for us?
Yeah, of course. Super straightforward and simple. We have our 1-0 teams. They will only play other 1-0 teams.
We love
0-1
Victoria.
teams only play other 0-1 teams.
Big fan of Victoria.
Regional
Big fan.
matchups
Big
are
fan.
allowed, so it's fair game.
So
I'll
annoying.
draw the first team of each match, then their opponents, and then we'll move to 0-1 teams. That's
All
it.
right. Shall we?
Yeah, of course.
1-0 first?
Who do we want?
1-0 first.
That was a good pop. Okay, first 1-0
Jeji. Wait, I didn't even fuck.
Paper X!
It's SEN and Paper X, bro.
Nah, we'll see.
No. This isn't the
30
match. This is the bottom. This is the bottom match.
Yeah, it's the bottom one.
Sentinels.
Oh, Sentinels.
Give me
That was
Sentinels.
Sentinels. That was 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 Sentinels. Oh no, it's over. 50-50, Benny. 50-50, 50-50, 50-50, 50.
Take Genji.
What do you mean creep, Kai?
Genji.
Paper X will be facing.
Please, please, please.
Yes. Woo!
We got the Pacific matchup.
Woo!
Woo! We got this shitter.
Last team will be
God bless.
Sentinel against Billy Billy.
Alright, MIBR versus Team Heretics.
Just to clarify,
Hey, I don't even give a fuck what MIBR is playing, dude. This team's straight ass.
are going to look like, but not the schedule, right?
To an extent. So for 1-0 teams, they play tomorrow. Gen G played last today, so they will play last tomorrow. So your first match will be BLG Sentinels. Second
All right.
Gen G.
Fucking Sentinels, 10 o'clock in the morning again, hey?
GG, I work at 11.
GG. Time to call in sick.
Time to call in sick.
No.
Team Liquid.
Team Liquid.
Nats?
I don't want to see Team Heretics. I want to see Team Heretics right now.
And the next team from ON1 group will be.
So for the other match,
Oh, nice.
we will have Team Heretics.
Oy.
It's so weird. Like, they're pulling the tab, but it's not leaving the tab.
So Team Liquid's
Pulling the tab, but it's not leaving.
Like, they're pulling from the side to, like, stick it onto the other, like, the bracket.
Yeah.
But, like, they have multiple. It's weird.
MIBR.
Yo, low key, Team Liquid beats MIBR beats Team Liquid, right?
For safe measure.
And of course,
After that performance, who knows?
So that's a good matchup. Yeah.
After what I just watched, I think MIBR would beat WOL, maybe. But I don't know about Liquid.
All right. And they'll play the day after tomorrow.
Damn, it should have been Wolves MIBR. Benny high AF. No, Benny doesn't smoke weed, man.
I mean, as always, I feel like our teams just keep getting better and better. So this is going to be
Benny's
exciting.
just happy that BLG
but some of those
is the
other
ones
matches
to
are gonna be
beat
very, very exciting
Sentinels.
I mean, you did a really
Shut up,
good
bitch.
job, avoiding the NBA regional matchup, so yeah. I feel
fuck
like
up.
everyone's happy about that. Are you guys happy with the draw?
Wait, Jordan.
Yo,
out of
what's good?
curiosity, what's your discount at your workplace?
25%.
Staff! Jordan gets 25% at his workplace.
And thank you, Victoria, for helping us out with the
Jordan said he gets 25% at his workplace.
But for now, we're gonna say goodbye. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
We will see you tomorrow, but for now, we're gonna quickly react to the draw show. I'm
Woo!
thanking, everything in my life, praying on my knees that we don't get Liquid versus Heretics as the elimination. And my goodness, I could breathe at least.
Alright, playing CS?
What do you guys think of it?
Yeah, we can play some CS.
Alright, I gotta go do groceries today.
Wait,
I don't know what time.
Monacy's taking the stage though, bro.
That I'm saying these words.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
their
just
second
kidding.
game starting.
Oh. Should I just go do groceries now then?
0-3 at stage 2. Surely, Konomo, it's not happening.
It's up to you guys. What do you guys want to do?
I've got to eat. I haven't eaten yet.
Alright, groceries it is for me.
Thanks, Kai. I'm ending the stream here, actually. But
Bye, Kai.
Bye, Kai.
Bye.
It was
I
nice
hope you
seeing
die
you
in
out here.
Valheim.
That's messed up.
That is fucked up.